Welcome, guys. Andrew, you can take over. You can take over, Andrew. I'll join you in 30 minutes. So the floor is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning that side, and good afternoon here in Zambia. Rather good evening to the panel members. I greet you all. Thank God we are together again once in a wonderful world, the part of the world so-called Zambia. Evening to the viewers. Before we proceed with the meeting, I would continue urging you to please share to everyone so that they can have a chance of watching us. We are here again.
So we have some echo. We have some echo. Can somebody mute? Okay.
All right. How is it now? Is it okay? Hello?
Yeah, it's better. I think it was John who was on.
Okay,
it's better. It's better.
Okay, like I was saying to the viewers, we'll welcome you once more as we continue to update you the important information concerning Zambia. Each and every day we're experiencing very difficult moments. We've got a number of topics. For this moment, we'll continue waiting for you to share more so that we can have chance to also share to those people who haven't gotten this moment of watching us. So share into your groups. Let those people in every direction get to to know this page and to understand more about this page, because so far in Zambia, it's only us who are updating the nation on the happenings. The rest, they are not doing it. So as we continue sharing, let us bear in mind that we've remained with only a few days to go to the pause. Zambia will be going for a pause, and then it's a high time you understand who's a light candidate who can take Zambia forward, and what has happened to the government, which has been in power for like 10 days, I don't know, 10 years, because with them, all they believe in is continuity, whatever they call it, which they can't do anything. Even if it's a relationship, how do you continue with a person who has a bad habit? A relationship needs a person who's able to care for you in all direction, not whereby he talks bad about you when he's by his family. When he comes to your family, he acts as if he's been good to you. So continue sharing Zambia. Let those people in rural areas, urban areas get to know this information. We are here this wonderful evening in Zambia, and good morning in California, United States. I think for now it will be going into lunchtime. So as we continue sharing, please share. I heard you to share. You share to whoever you know. Let them have a chance of watching us. Let them have a chance of watching us. Share, and then if you want to be heard that you also watching us, can you kindly comment like I say Zambia? You can only comment by saying forward, because it's only forward which will make us to feel free from these thugs, because they are thinking capacity about defending their criminality, not necessarily continuing ruling Zambia. It's about defending their criminal acts. They've done more than criminality in this country. So all they want is just to defend their criminalities. So I'll urge you to continue sharing the page. You can share Matomola, because this one is also streaming live on Matomola TV, Nangoma Foundation Zambia, and Queen Pumi. You can also check all those updates, because it's not only live, but also we have those which we've done for the past days. So continue sharing so that we can have idea and we can move forward. We tell you the happenings today. Like I said earlier, we've got most important updates. Those important updates, I don't wish you can miss those, because we've gone around Zambia, as you can know. I think you know that today we had the power cut in some areas. Up to now, some areas not yet covered. The power is not yet reconnected. So all those are the incidents. Now the question comes to us to say, what has happened? All this time we've been having load shedding, we can understand, but this time, are they going to say load shedding or what? And then they sent us a message by complaining that no, it was a power cut, they regret the whatever. We are not going to agree. All these days, why is it not happening only this time around? How many days are remaining? Please, they shouldn't be taking Zambia for granted. So all this is the part of the news we have tonight. We'll tell you in details. Another important powerful message is coming all the way from the Copper Belt. When Mr. Lungu had a meeting yesterday, he had to tell people of the Copper Belt that no, you are less HH because he saw the mines. And then he also told the Copper Belt people that HH is trying to exchange mines with $300,000. You people of Zambia, what can $300,000 take Mr. HH? Where can it take him? He's the man of riches. It doesn't depend on donors. He has his own money. And then moreover, when I mean his own money, he's able to create his own money. He is not. He can create. That's how rich he is. So some lies doesn't have legs. That's why whatever he lies, it doesn't benefit anyone. It only benefits the PF thugs, because them, whatever he says, they applause. Hey, wakateka wakamba, even if it's coming from Mombasa, you still tell people of Zambia. But I'll urge you, continue urging you to share, because so far, today, just today, we've got the most important information which we'd like to share with you. We are good people. We don't want to keep whatever we hear to ourselves. If we were to keep to ourselves, then that means we don't love Zambia. We love Zambia. That's why we are trying to alert everyone. We've got also some important information concerning the trucks which are carrying the borrowed paper. The borrowed paper, some trucks are going without locks, all the distance covering. Some trucks are reaching this nation with a shortage of borrowed papers. All that information is supposed to be shared. Some borrowed papers were found at a certain graveyard. All that information is supposed to be shared. So before we proceed or continue, I urge you to continue sharing. Share to your family, share to whoever you know. Not only Zambia. We've got people in diaspora who will be ready to be coming back to vote. So if you know them, can you share that link? Share so that they can watch also. Give them that chance to have the updates, because these updates are most important at this hour. We can't compare ourselves to this so-called ZMBC, because ZMBC, it's a bias. It's only so-called PF thugs are appearing on ZMBC. And the only information they tell on ZMBC is about Balungu. Those are the only information they share. They can't share the important information concerning ZESCO. They can't share important information concerning the paramilitary which has been released from Sondela camp. They can't tell Zambian people on how to go about next term if they were to vote into power. All they have in their minds is about HH did this, HH will be doing this, HH can't take care of you. What kind of a mentality? When you are dating a girl, this one goes there. If a girl is not yet married, that person is not yours. So why are you so stingy by discouraging others, telling the girl lies? No, sanga kutitire vaso ni wakaso ni kaso kako. Keep your castle. Keep if you give, keep giving. But at this moment, Zambians, they have decided to vote for a light candidate, and then not even wasting time. When you look at on the ground right now, all people, they want change, and then you can't stick to tell people about lies. Lies have short legs, and lies can't take you anywhere. So Zambian people, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. We are still waiting for more people. At least we reach at least close number so that we can allow the platform to be at least to have enough audience. I urge you to continue sharing. Share, 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 share. Let them know. Another important information for today, Mr. Lungo's in Chawama. Accidentally, I don't know if it was accidentally. He thought people of Chawama would be running over him, only to discover that people, they were busy with their businesses. He was only found with marketeers, and then the only thing he did was just to monitor whatever level 1 hospital, and they left. You see that? He has been telling you people of Zambia that no, is in Chawama, that's his own bedroom, and I don't see it to be like that. Tell people of Zambia the truth. The coin has two sides. Sometimes it can be landed on the head or on the other tail. So sometimes stick to the truth. Don't lie to Zambian people. I'm not the only one on the panel. I've got my comrade, Mr. Juva, Madam Pumi, which you already know. So I would love to allow Mr. Juva to greet the people. Thank you. Mr. Juva. Mr. Juva, are you getting me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. This is a good evening, which I need to appreciate for this opportunity that you have given me. And I need to understand that this is a critical time where people, they need to know the right information. As I shared yesterday, that it's unfortunate whereby the ECZ, they're not considering that this is a public activity, and they are taking it for themselves in the favor of PF, which will not help them, and it will just create division in this country. So if before it's too late, let them think twice before they act, before they even mess up everything, because we know that they have messed already. So we are just there to make them to correct because of what they have done in the past, because they never used to consult, they never used to involve the stakeholders, they used just to make their own decision. Now, just because now people, they know now that this is not going to help them, I think people now know what to do, and they know how they can protect their vote. And this vote protection, we cannot even share with them. We just show through actions. So the people of Zambia, I'm greeting you this evening, that just participate for this program, because it will be a nice program and you enjoy it. And whatever that you have in your area, please try to share here so that we can discuss. This is what I want to talk to you now.
Thank you, Mr. Juva. Okay, thank you, sir. For now, I will urge you people who will be going to vote. I know you support, most of you support UPND. I will urge you not to wear any regalia as you be going for voting, because these thugs, they've got a bad plan. Bad plan. When I mean bad plan, they're able to attack you in any way. So I'll urge you as you go to vote, don't wear any regalia. Try to avoid to wear the lady thing, because to them it will mean something else. So try just to wear normal and vote the light candidate, because the secret is in ballot. That's why it's called a booth. That secret booth there where you enter, it's only you who understand and who know who to vote for. So no need of wearing a regalia. Please avoid such. Just wear normal clothing so that you protect yourself, because we may say we may protect you. These police officers, you know, they won't be there to protect you. Soldiers, they won't be there to protect you. All we thought was they're going to protect the constitution of this nation, one, by protecting the ballot papers, but that is not happening. So how are they going to protect you? So avoid wearing the regalia as you go to vote. Just put on a normal clothing so that you protect yourself. Don't show an enemy that you are against them by not wearing a regalia. If you go without wearing a regalia, an enemy can't know who belongs to them or who's with them. So the best way is to go with your own clothing. Go in casual, go in formal clothing. Just pretend as if you don't know what is happening. Just vote. And then, like I always say, when after voting, try just to maintain calm, peace, because we know where everything will be heading to. So after voting, remain calm, be outside, just be observing, because you become an observer. It's not about inside there. Even outside, you can observe what is happening, who's starting who. We are ready to change. So being a changer in this game, you have to stand your ground. So don't wear any regalia, just go the way you always dress, because you know already in Lusaka, just wearing that, you will be attacked. In other areas you can wear, because mostly what I've observed, wearing a regalia, when you are in the crowds, it's not easy to be attacked. But when you wear it alone, you're quite all right to wear it. There will be many people there when voting. You'll be attacked. Please just avoid wear a regalia, because the polling stations will be combined with our enemies. PF, we declare them to be enemies, not other politicians, no. But PF, all PF members are enemies, and then the enemy of constitution, because they want everything to be theirs. So don't wear any regalia as we go to vote. Let us just avoid that so that we protect ourselves. And then we should go in numbers. If you've got a group of people, move together in groups so that it becomes easier for protection, because we don't know what these thugs are planning. So in that way, we'll be protected. For now, let me give a chance to Madam Labeka. Thank you. Madam Labeka, you can come in.
Good evening.
Evening, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can
Yes,
hear you.
madam, you're clear.
Yeah, sorry for coming late. Good evening, Madam Pomi.
Good evening. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you so much. This issue of these elections for this year, I don't know, man, what is happening. You just come on Facebook, because today I was off air. I'd gone to curfew. I escorted my nephew who is at ZNS camp. So I was asking him, what did you come here to do? I know they told us that we should go back and collect our NRCs. Then I said, but you never registered. You didn't have a voter's card. He says yes, but we are told to go and get the NRCs. Then we are going to vote from curfew. And how do you vote when you don't have the NRCs? So I think there's also a rigging scheme which is happening at curfew ZNS, because those cadets who are training there, they were not allowed to come back. They'll be commissioned next year, I think in June, somewhere there. So they were told to come and collect their NRCs. So I don't know what they want to do there at ZNS. That's the latest which has just come. So because last time I heard Brigadier, the commandant for ZNS Mlenga, he was commenting over saying, no, UPND, it's too much. They're killing people over that Kanyama incident. So now I'm trying to connect, for these recruits to be sent back home to come and pick up the NRCs. What are those NRCs for? What do they want to do with them? So it could be they've gotten the ballot papers and they want to start, marking those ballot papers and vote. I think there's a lot happening. You can get sick, There's a lot which is happening. So these elections, we need to be very, very alert. Make sure that we monitor because there is this another NGO which they've mentioned, which is working with PF in Muchinga province. These they've been told, I hear they are telling people, there's an audio which is going around on FB, Watchdog are the ones who have posted it, that they want to allow people to vote without NRCs. So who does that? How can a person go with just an NRC, you don't have a voter's card, and you want to be allowed to vote? So this NGO, I'm going to, I will screenshot that I posted. Let's watch them, you know. That's why there were a lot of NGOs who were busy, registering as monitors. These are the people who want to work with the PF, because there were a lot different companies. We don't even know them. This, just to go and help the PF in rigging in this year's election. So we have to be very, very careful. There's a lot which is happening. So I don't know how we are going to do this, So that's what I wanted to share with you people.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. Thank you, guys. If you're just coming in, joining in, welcome, guys. This is Queen Phumi here. We are here, guys. It's another day. We are here. It's crunch time. We have like 2-3 days. We have 2-3 days before election day. So these are the very, very important days, guys. There's a lot of information going around. I know a lot of people, they are watching CR1. So we are multitasking. We are also interested to hear what CR1 is saying, but we are here. So guys, feed us information. Whatever CR1 says, post whatever he says. If it's important, guys, let's multitask. So some of us, let's go to, let's be watching what CR1 is saying and then update us, guys. Keep updating us on what CR1 is saying. We are very much interested because CR1, he was with this PF. He was in PF bedroom. He was the mastermind how they won the 2016 election. Now he's against them. So we are very much interested to learn the tricks of how they did it, and CR1 is revealing how they did it. So we are interested. We really want to know what CR1 has to say. So since we are running this page, we couldn't shut down our program because of CR1. We are just asking you to post, keep updating us. Myself, I'm interested, but I am here because I want to update you on the many other things that are happening. As you can see, we are running a slideshow of the breaking news, So if you miss a topic, if you miss what I have to say, just look at the slideshow as it is running. We have put down all the topics there, guys. So those of you who are watching CR1, please comment below. Tell us important updates that CR1 has to say so we can inform the country. We need to know what's going on. We need to know. And what CR1 is saying is very important, guys. So we have seen that, PF's rigging plan has officially kicked off. So the rigging plan has already kicked off. We have seen that there's intensive rigging plans in northern, eastern, I think Muchinga and Ruapula provinces. We are not going to go in detail, but all this information is on Queen Phumi page. You can go and read it. Actually circulating on the internet. But we are just here to bring the attention to you. So you go and find these articles and read them. And then if you live in any of those areas where rigging has been kicked off, guys, we are all observers. Unomwaka, takuli kulala. Takuli kulala, we are going to be here 24/7. Myself, I have given my time the last 3 months, and I only have 2 days. So these 2 days exclusively, I am here to campaign and update the nation, to do whatever we can to quash these rigging evil plans. So the first subject I want to talk about is at Kafue. In Kafue, we want to find out the name of the commander in Kafue, ZNS. we have to, they say, know your enemy. Do not leave an enemy behind. So we need to find out the commander at the ZNS camp. We also hear that they have released commandos for a camp in Kafue. We also heard that soldiers in Kafue have been asked to surrender their voters card. Guys, Kafue, there's a useless man in Kafue there. Whoever is doing that, that is a crime. Whatever that man is doing in Kafue, his time to go to jail is coming. Justice will be served for him. You cannot just wake up and order people to surrender their voters card, order people go get your NRC in a democracy. Ni Zambia, who the hell do they think? I don't know. I don't know, guys. These PF diehard cadres think they own Zambia. And we have a few days to show them, put them in their place. So if you are listening to this video, you know somebody who's in Kafue, tag them, because we want to find out the officer in charge in Kafue who's giving out these ridiculous and election rigging, you know. He has actually started rigging the election. Election rigging doesn't only happen on the actual day of voting. It happens, it's a plan. So this thing of asking people, soldiers, to surrender their voters cards is rigging plan. Asking trainees in ZNS camp to go and get their NRC is a rigging plan. So we want to know the mastermind. We want to know the officer who's in charge, who's giving these orders. They are illegal orders, and he will pay for it. We are coming after him. If you know his name, post his name here. Post in the comments. If you know someone in Kafue, Barabeka, you said your nephew, post the name. Actually, don't post the name because they'll go after your nephew. So share to the name to me in privately or Andrew, and then we can post the name, you know. So do not disclose you know, tell your nephew to be very careful because you came online and you talked about your nephew. So they'll be after your nephew. So your nephew right now, his life could be in danger because you came here and spoke about him. So just since you talked about it here publicly, I'm telling you publicly, Rebecca, your nephew, he should, if they ask him, is he related to you? He should say no because they'll be after him. I also have a sister somewhere. I'm not going to say where, but I have a sister and people have been going to her to say, who is this? And my sister just tells them, I don't know her. Because these people are evil. They can do anything. They are unstoppable at anything, guys. So share, follow, like this page. We are here. We have observers in all the 10 provinces in Zambia, and they are updating us. So we have talked about the soldiers. The next topic I want to talk about is the ZESCO shutdown. We have seen blackouts today countrywide, and this is a drill. ZESCO, they're actually doing a drill of how they are going to shut down power after we vote. Thank God the voting happens daytime from 6 a.m. to 18. But when the actual ballot boxes are being transported, that's where the risk is. The risk is ubushiku when the ballot boxes are being transported. That's the risk. When they arrive, Kuma civic centers or whatever location, there will be no power. So I'm here to say we need to be vigilant. If you can afford to buy solar lights, buy the solar lights. If you can afford to buy power banks, buy them, especially in the location, the central location where they are taking these votes. They are going to shut down the power and then they'll swap the boxes. They'll swap it or stuff it with premature ballots, guys. This is their agenda. So we have to sacrifice. If you are okay financially, you can donate some solar powered lights to your areas, the central counting location. Otherwise, so start preparing your camping gear because we are sleeping at the Actually, some people who are very far away from your polling station, start off on the 11th, go into your polling station, sleep there and camp. mushte organize firafine bana mayo tulongo tufyolanga olea kuleba walonga what you need apana ekyo chikaba election yi kulongo tufyola. We are camping, we are voting with this election with our lives, because we can't afford another 5 years of PF rule. We are going to be exiled. They are going to kill us. We are going to be hunted like wild animals. The PF are arming their cadres now with the guns, moving to the next step. Their young man was caught, I think, in Kalumbila with a firearm, and he was armed by PF. And then in connection with that, we have seen 2 boats in the last month, they were seized containing illegal weapons with a Zambian flag. So this PF, they are ready. They have stolen so much, they are scared to go to jail. So they are ready to dominate. Actually, it's a coup d'etat. Only that the coup d'etat, the military, when the military are doing a coup d'etat, they do it against the government. But this Zambia Army Basikazo, whatever his name is, he is a PF cadre. He is a PF cadre who's running Zambia Army, and they're trying to use all government institutions, law enforcement, to impose, to steal an election, to rig an election. They have planted, guys, their roots are so deep. They have been planning this for years, because they know that in Piaba Kongola Kuma Chinese is wasted. They misused all that money. And the Chinese also, I'm a Chinese was such a because me, this is my opinion. I think I'm a Chinese want PF to stay in power. If you're a demon, because I'm a Chinese, they are invested money by PF, because by PF, every MP I'm a Chinese have a Kongweshi. So even these Chinese mulemona, these companies, they are PF cadres. I can safely say that, because they are the ones who released Impia, Kuriba PF. China is a big country. There are a billion of people. So for me, I'm not against China, the country itself. I'm against some Chinese businessmen. Eva Kongwe Shana PF in Congole. They are in bed together with the PF. So for us as UPNG, we are going to review all these contracts, which were PF Basa and Nama Chinese businessmen. These Chinese, they are not the Chinese government. They are just businessmen who have come here to do business as Chinese personnel. In their individual capacity, Nama businesses yabo. So Baletina, these Chinese, they are fully vested money by PF, because by PF by the MP. That's why I have a MP pushed them militarized weapons, all the funding, all these machines that you saw. If you have a Zambia police, Infutu, whatever, they are the one who funded them even to buy illegal weapons by Ikata, seized. So whoever's name, the FBI, Scotland Yard, International Criminal Court, right now as we speak, they are investigating who bought those weapons, because first of all, those weapons are illegal. Now, in Zambia, we are a peaceful country. We have been a beacon of peace. 56 years, we have been a beacon of peace, spearheaded by our late Super Ken. So why all of a sudden, Zambia is importing illegal weapons? Every country, every government can buy weapons legally. So the fact that those weapons are illegal, it means that there's someone in the government who has his hands dirty. And these people, so if we're Zambians, we just have to win this election by a landslide, so that we shut these people out and send them where they belong, to jail. So if you're just joining me, welcome, guys. I see Simon on the line. You are free to comment. We have many topics to talk about today. I know Sia1 is live, like I said. So if you have important updates from Sia1, I'm just going to go through the comments, and then Pastor Simon, you can take over. Thank you. So I have a comment here from Ernest Shimba. He's like, save your breath. Ernest, save your breath yourself. Excuse you. I lost my mother because of these thieves by PF. That's why for me it's personal. But my wife, because Balea Kuchpatala, and she was misdiagnosed because of poor medical condition. Not only did I lose my mother, I've lost 5 other siblings under PF government. So iwenga ule pema, ule diabwino, ule lalabwino, fiance file kwendela bwino, good for you. Some of us, it's personal. We have personal losses. That's why we are here. You Mwankoles, you fly, na chopper of South Africa. So excuse you, don't tell me to save my breath. And I will not save my breath until Zambia is free from these Mwankoles. Elo, leave my page. Don't come per page apa. Mwambo kulanje but save my breath. Iwo walishika po banoko because banoko badabali by misdiagnosed over a preventable disease. And how many other lives have we lost under this PF government? How many lives? Over tuashika. Over preventable diseases. Elo muntu esemkulale mbefya upuba pat save your breath. Kalale ngata kwete fya kuchita. Kalale elo efata tuwakulalala. We'll be here exposing you. Hello, me, I won't sleep until my last breath. I would fight to see a free Zambia, where every Zambia has got free basic human rights, because I've lost my own blood, my mother, PF, over stupid things, preventable diseases. I want to believe because takuli insulin, takuli Ventolin. Hello, that save your breath. Excuse you. Save your breath yourself. Actually, save your typing. Don't even come to type on my page. But Rebecca, you can come in.
That guy, I think, Madam Pomi, just block him. We don't want, this stupidness of lawlessness. You just come and start commenting rubbish things on a page when somebody's talking sensible things. He just comes there to say, save your breath. Are you talking to him direct? Those are the same surrogates for PF who are busy eating, enjoying, and others are suffering. And he wants us now to fall under his trap. Who does he think he is? We are going to be talking until PF is out of power. Let me address this General Skazwe. General William Skazwe, when he was appointed to be the army commander, he was not appointed to come and start rigging elections. This is very annoying. A lot of soldiers there, they are suffering. Their conditions, they are poor. When they go out for peacekeeping, are you aware that that money which they get, the government also gets half of it? They don't get full of that money. They get half of it. They tax them and get the money. In fact, they're stealing the money from those, officers who go to peacekeeping. And then there comes this useless general. I call him useless because he's supposed to fight for us civilians. But he's there now, going to bed with the PF just to save his job. Just if you are listening, General Skazwe, you will go to jail. You are going to be arrested, convicted over these crimes you are committing. You are not given that position to come and start threatening the Zambian people. I even saw the vehicle which has been damaged for our incoming member of parliament. Is it Kabushi or what? He has been attacked by these soldiers, because of the commands which they are being given from these same useless generals. We never used to have such generals. He's not the only, the first commander we have for Zambia Army. We had credible generals in the army there who never even participated in these elections. Them is to work for the people of Zambia and save the constitution. But him now, he comes here, he comes to come and start, threatening the Zambian people. Did he join the army to threaten us? Or was he given that position in exchange of killing the Zambian people? We are going to to make sure that this PF is gone. General Skaza cannot threaten the Zambian people. He's being paid taxpayers' money. Zambia Army doesn't make money. The money which those people get, it's our money. You know, where have they ever gone to fight? And what does the army do for them? Do they even have anything which brings the money for them to be getting paid? It's the money which the Zambian people are working for. That's the money they get. And then he comes now, he brings his soldiers in the streets. We are not even free. Today I was going somewhere, I was just seeing the vehicles passing like as if we're at war. We are not at war, you know. These people, they've taken advantage of us. If they want, let them kill us on Thursday. They should kill everyone so that we see where they are going to head. This is now becoming too much. We are just coming from the police have been threatening, killing people, beating us, doing whatever. Now it's the Zambia Army under this William Skaza, a very useless general. He's a useless general. That's what I can call him. You know, I'm very disappointed with this man. You know, it's not nice like this. In our own country, we are living as if we are slaves or we are foreigners. We are not foreigners as we are Zambians. We've got no other country where we are going to stay. This is Zambia. And we are Zambians. We are born here and we are going to die from here. Nobody will change us. That's my observation. It's very annoying what is happening to this country, man. Whoever stands up, they start threatening the Zambian people. You are saying sensible things. Somebody comes in the inbox, comments rubbish. What does they think they are? Huh? It's very annoying.
To shut up. That's why we moved this page from Matomona. Matomona TV Parabadi block. When we go live like this, they have restricted how many people it can go. They have Facebook. Page it has 200,000 people, but blocker. So that information direct kubantu. Na internet yose barefo ku blocker. Because that's how dictators survive, is they restrict or control the information. Kuli ama papers like mwebantu oloshanyuko bali yashita yonso oluchero balelemba ma Bible verses balelemba ma social issues. I'm like, this is crazy.
Me, I don't even read if I see.
All these media houses, you know what? Ingatwaisa Mupawa, we are going to deregister them or take away their licenses.
For sure.
Because they are corrupt. They have to go. What's the point of having a media Kabaita report on politics, which only happens once in 5 years? This is like critical. Everyone should be talking about this election because our lives depend on it.
Yes. Like the ZNBC, they even get our what do they call it? TV levy. But that TV levy which we pay, we are not even supposed to say anything against that. It's only PF which is being, aired on Zambia National Broadcasting Service. That one is a PF surrogate. The ZNBC will be disbanded. Starting from whoever it will employ new people, and those people they have so that whoever is those people they should be independent. Ukamba favor ZNBC by Electrical Commission of Zambia na ilefwa cafe ukuichita disband.
We don't even na BP
Priscilla Isaac. Priscilla Isaac had to leave because of the stupidness she did. Kulia kuisiZ. Kwa isa nomba awe neba shindano aba. Kashinga bafumine na kuisa kamuntu kale meleka fe kwati come foreign. Hello, who is this guy? The one who this lost guy who was the PRO for Nankane. Who Akfuna. Akfuna also did a lot of bad things, but he's gone. So even Shindano, wherever you are going to go. You're not the first person to work for ECZ. Because Joe is waiting for you for the crimes you have committed. Ila milole la jail. Mukakakwa. You know? You cannot, make because in 2016 he's the one who declared president. Because of him, which he was mentioning figures, he cooked up figures just to make one person to win these elections. And he was paid a lot of money. He's building flats in Ibex. I know where those flats are. We are going to get those things, the houses he has built. We'll get those taxpayers' money. They've stolen, these people, they've stolen too much. That's why you are seeing they are just scampering around, doing all sorts of things just to remain in power. But Apamandi Tabaikale, Muleya, Malaya will not allow you to rule us for another 5 years. Otherwise, Zambia will be like Zimbabwe. Now, Zimbabwe and win. So these people, will have to mark them. All these teachers who have been mentioned, I'm presiding officers. I am from Facebook. You will go without your benefits. If you are listening to Makashfo, benefits, you will not get them. No indalama. These people, they don't learn. They don't learn. You are a teacher, you are just a civil servant. You want to involve yourself in such things. And meanwhile, these other teachers who have been trained, they are not working. Even because you are working, and then you want to deprive others of getting employed. You will not get your benefits. You will get it from now. Ama benefits takuli. Once UPN comes in power, you will just go on a session about me for 10,000.
Actually, you know what, Rebecca? Abama teachers over there in English, they have actually a certificate. They are not even qualified teachers. Nima PF card. So therefore, to learn that per Thursday, once we are all going to be polling officers. Once to allow polling officers, to allow presiding officer, to allow observer. We are taking matters in our hands. Kind of PF, they have taken matters in their hands. So now, if we are taking matters in our hands, send the election from under our nose. When we know that everyone,
this time to it's too much.
To my presiding officer, to my polling agents, to my observer. G20 wants to allow access. Will be telling, adding.
Yes. We'll be telling.
Boundary atiyo abakupenda fenyaba abakwingira museba rumunyaba oba musalire, and you have trained them how to rig. Na ifona twikala tukamireke. You know what? I don't know mwala kula majere. I think ku state house kwala lukajere because once tukaya ku state house ko baratukaka ko bakatutwala. I don't know jere ikuringa ta house 18 million Zambians because this
they should just prepare enough space for us to go there.
Power to the people, power to the people. We are all going to be observers. We are all going to be polling officers. We are all going to be presiding officer to correct and announce our results.
This is what they want. They want this type of lawlessness.
Lawlessness. Ever pangile lawlessness. Bayukula babule school yonse, college yonse, bachita babula bantu to ama PF card over there become key positions to rig the election. To the people by
imagine. If abantu by UPNG are forming of a government, starting from Zambia Police, Zambia Army, ZAFU, ZNS, OP, who need to know ama qualifications. Who need to say ama grade 12 certificate. Some they don't even have qualifications. Like English.
What will happen will be once leave. Everybody needs to be put on leave pending clearance.
Because Kuzafu, I had there's information again at Ababa Ilama officers over English. Some of them they are not qualified. Bamuma balesuminisha kuna air commander. Leave them, just let them go.
They are PF cadres.
Let
As
them
long
go.
as
Let
you
them go.
know PF
No,
cadres. Yeah.
Our children are suffering. Abasambirira bena balabula fe. If you want to interfere happen na mu class, taishwa bakulemba national yako.
Timakada. So Wohonsete will be put on indefinite leave pending investigation. Ngabakuchita clear ero wabwerera mu kunchito. Ngabasanga fiat you are involved to shani we review your qualification clear. Number 2 ayaku political affiliation, your political activities walechita. When you are cleared from your political activities ero ukabwerera kunchito. So ngawapo na political educational qualification labako fie. But in our PASA, you have the political educational qualification. If you have it, then we will review your political activities in the campaign period.
This is too much. Antonio Mwanza, you've gone too far. You know, Antonio Mwanza, he was just another useless person. He flopped Kuunza, he didn't even pass. You know, bali much straight expel. Kachino kwa fumisha ma papers kashina wena ali achita forge. He comes ukobamu pera with director of Nankan, he starts insulting people. He's always on TV. He's getting free money from Zesco, 40,000 kwacha. And I hear he's the one who is instructing Zesco. He's getting money from Zesco. He's one of the board members there. What does Antonio Mwanza do there? For him to be getting all that money. Bali mu pera lone ashita nenganda. And that house will be repossessed. That house will be repossessed, Antonio Mwanza. You've grown horns. We are going to uproot those horns which you have grown.
Thank you, Madam Labeka, for raising that important issue. It's actually 59,000 per month. When you look at that, you know, how many people are getting such kind of money? You know,
can you imagine?
Politics of intimidation, threats, intolerance, and lies are worse than the British colonial. These are the things supposed to be considered. Because when you look at colonial law, there was nothing like this. Colonial law, all they wanted people to be educated, to have knowledge in something. But this PF, all they know is just threat after threat. I've got names from Selenje. We don't talk things from without. The key leaders in Selenje who are keeping to lead the general elections. Head teacher, Alex Kabwe, Selenje Boma School. Mr. Man, you've got a family. Mr. Man, you've got a family. If anyone from Selenje is hearing this, can you tell Mr. Alex that we've known what he has been planning? Another one, Walen Chavala, from Chimupati Primary School. Mr. Walen Chavala, as a teacher, please, sir, stay away from leaguing schemes. Another man, Musonda Kunda, teacher from the same school, Chimpati Primary School. Evans Mubanga from the same school. Maximo Mwewa, lecturer at Malcolm Mafoti. Please, lecturers, come papata. Let this election go smooth. If you want peace in your home or in your family, we don't care who you are. We don't care who has ordered you, how much you've been paid. We will crush you. Zambians are not to be taken for granted. Enough is enough, you fools. So, I know, being a lecturer, you have to lecture people on how to go about the peaceful way, how to be somebody in the future. Now you are there. Being the mastermind for leaguing. SARS lecturers, we beg you. Joseph, head teacher, Ndabala Primary School, but teacher, Twami Papata. Mr. Musonda Joseph, the head teacher, Twami Papata. You know, moreover, let me clear this. When we are here, we've been telling you that we first dig information before we come here, because we know that telling the world, you have to dig the facts. That's why we are here. So, teachers, head teacher, lecturers, more especially from Solwezi, and then, I mean Selenje, and those all over Zambia, I know they are there, but they are not yet to be discovered. But to tell you the truth, if you've got any line with this, you'll be clashed. Like my leaders, they've already declared that you will be investigated. If you investigated that you were part of this my election political thing, you'll be done. No benefit, and then it pains to go in life without benefits after working for so many years.
Yeah.
It pains. So can you at least rethink? Can you deprogram your mind? Because some minds needs to be programmed. All I know is a teacher supposed to stand and protect, but a lecturer, just because they've promised you whatever amount they've promised you, one day that amount will come to an end. You can't feed on that amount for 5 years. Then let me tell you, you people, you should be at least you should be thinking straight. People who offers you money, their money is more than the money they give you. But it's okay, so we can do it. Foolish you. Eh? Like Afunika has already sang that song, Foolish Father. So I'm talking about you people, foolish teachers, foolish lecturers. How do you take such a risky thing? Zambia siya nyoko, Zambia siya mbuya wako, Zambia siya bashukuru wako. So stay away from this planning of leaguing elections. You'll be crushed. Moreover, just Nangoma Foundation, as people all over the country. So whatever you're planning, they will tell us. And then we'll be visiting you door to door. Another one, Kalale Sanford teacher, Selenja Secondary School. Nyelenda teacher from Selenja Secondary School. You people, what's going on? Eh? What's going on?
Baserenje, bashupa.
Ngamule mfira baserenje. Twale kwako baserenje band, not this time, because we are not taking things for granted now. Serenje band is gone, and then we've remained with just thugs. You are thugs. You'll be burnt to death because today in because we are not praying around. We can't be spending sleepless nights to protect something which is already leaked. This is foolish. Teachers, lecturers, I will lecture you and I'll teach you, because you can't lecture anyone. How do you lecture if you are leaking? So you are the same people who are in forefront for our practice of leakages, my exams. Because if you can do these elections, same as the exams of these pupils, you are the same people who are in forefront. So we've discovered people who are in forefront of doing my leakages. You can't just stick to the loans you've gotten and the salary you get. You want just to put more money for what? That money you are getting, it won't take you anywhere. You just have to have a conscious in mind telling you that, why am I going to do with this money? It may be millions, but to tell you the truth, many people are suffering, and then you are going behind the door to get that money. Sa shikami kama pamko shishishe mpia tamu akashidia mwendo shimwe. Mlifikua sana. Mana ya ututi.
My son, nweni kwa menshi. So, so calm down, BP where Kopanon. So Serenje Kalindula was famous. Serenje Kalindula band was famous for good things. No, by Mwevena Serenje Mwasevana. So you are exposed. They don't want to say, I mean, so you are pari mwena tumishiba nama tukamifwaya. Ero mweba lepo utuma bribe to 200 kwacha. Tamuli bafyashi tamwa fyala. You in a 200 kwacha yara kuchitireish. And now I want to come to two important topics. We have seen blackouts. And we have heard that you, Antonio Mwanza, Eule Baba Zesco, Ukushimia Malite. So, we are changing inu amenshi, or I should breathe. Now, I am a light. Think about the consequences of Ukushimia Malite. Consequences of Kushimia Malite. Amalite is essential. Kufipatala, kudi abantu bali pama oxygeni, kudi abantu bali pama ventilator, kudi abantu bali pama operating table. Mamona, these PF, they have not improved the condition of service. Yafi patala, do our hospitals even have generators? Ukeba Tizesco Ngayaya, the generator kicks on power so that people, Apandelanda, hospitals is number one. As we are talking, these power outages that have happened today, how many lives have we lost? because of these power outages. Mwamona, effort to learn that this government Mwandini is heartless. We will do a research, Milo, to find out exactly how many people have died. People on a namayo alimuleba, ale papa. Can you imagine? As a mother, I don't even know. Because nalikwata batatu. Hello, these 3 kids, one of them na papilio ushiku. So I imagine myself being a woman in labor. They need to cut their umbilical cord. They need to fire nanikani. So this is the seriousness of the failures of this government, guys. You just look at it. Some of you look at life from one side. You don't look at the consequences of things which people don't talk about. Nurses don't come here and tell us how many lives they are losing. Ulia doctor wa ishe oambe alandeko bali mutamfie nchito. Baisa abika pono kumukaka. That doctor has stories to say where one say these nurses, if we were to interview them, they can't say anything bala batamfie nchito. But we know what's going on with Ipatala. People are dying because of lack of performance here by PF. We have had load shedding all these years. How many people have died because they scheduled a surgery and the day of the surgery, there was no power. And that surgery needed to happen to save their life. These are the things. It's the seriousness of what these PF have done to us. Don't look at that 200 kwacha to sell your birthright. It's serious, guys. It's serious. What kind of leaders do we have? What have we done as Zambians to deserve such kind of leadership? Okay, now if they wanted to stay in power, let them to be pela fiance for today chulida. Kuchi wachita rule forever and ever. Umwaicho ulio wale imba na imbo ruimbo mwana waba pongozi bale mutukana no mukunko. Mwe bantu bakwalesa. Pastor Simon, you can come in.
Thank you, ma'am, and good evening. Sorry, I came a bit late. It affected us badly in our area today. What has happened in this nation is that we have repressed professionalism with cadreism. That's what the biggest problem is. And the biggest cadre is himself, the boss. Okay, ECL is the biggest cadre. And so every profession in Zambia has been replaced with cadres. In PF, for you to get a good position, you don't need to be educated, you don't need to be intelligent, you don't need to be given a job on merit. All you need is to shout and you're considered for a huge post. So you realize that a lot of companies which have been given tenders, either construction, supplying of medical equipments and drugs, whatever, everything is being supplied by people who are not professionals. That's what it is in PF. And that's why you see dunderheads, okay? People that don't think at all, people that don't have any reason whatsoever in them. They were saying what Emma ministers. I can pick a lot of them from the PF. Guys that can do it. This guy deserves just to be on the streets. Okay, there are a lot of them in the PF. So we know they know what they are doing. They have sidelined them. Na tribalism accuse PF. They only pick guys from the eastern. They only pick guys from northern. not because they are mulenje okuba Zambia yonse tayakwata abantu aba intelligent. Okay, why should it be just the one side or two sides of the nation that people have been picked? It's because they know that these will support them. No munguru uriya wine twakwata kaini wako watu nokumaba. For fear no munguru uriya wine we end up supporting and they end up giving you nevintu vya kufirwa. Okay, a lot of those guys that were serving as ministers really and truly in PF. Bare shunguruka if ngani parliament wandi kutoa papa sana. So what has destroyed this nation is cadreism. And now to make matters worse, they have given these cadres to run very sensitive institutions of the nations. We're talking of the defense. Okay? I still repeat what I said the other time. The police, men and women in uniform, their allegiance is to protect, they swear to protect the Zambian constitution. Okay, their allegiance is not to a political party. No, basenda yale ma positions ya kalamba yala ene ba commander Finshuko ba kuzedness ba commander ba kwisa ba army commander kwisa they are all cadres. What do we expect? So Zambians, this is the kind of lawlessness that we are talking about. Nangula kwinoko bachimya mara itilero. Okay, normal people, professional people are supposed to say, no, we can't do this. They've been replaced by cadres. So these guys are giving instructions everywhere. Ushomwena Zambia, evantu mrefu ayaba. Vamwinane, ndiye bantu mine mfuna kuti babwererepo. Abane bangopunda ati we are coming back, today bwererapo. Ekubwererapo kwinako mrefu akubwererapo kwini. We don't have professionals in Zambia. Uwa iminina, achitako fefia kubatarika ambokolanda that person is considered as an enemy of them. They'll frustrate that person and later on that person will be removed. A lot of them. Mom just mentioned I've just forgotten his name, whatever doctor, the president of the Resident Doctors Association of Zambia. That one, the man was professional and he didn't want to take nonsense. Okay, because of that police. Okay, and because of the unprofessionalism that he saw, and he was trying to speak out the truth. So this is what PF is doing. When you don't seem to be part of them, you don't agree with what they are saying, they frustrate you. And a lot of you civil servants, you know what I'm talking about. You know that your ministry is no longer operating as it was. Okay, civil, let me take some time to talk to government workers. Now, if my bosses you even know that procedures are not followed. Procurement in these ministries, you know that these checks which you are told to sign, these signatures that you are pending on these constructions, you know you are getting orders. Understand? It's because all these ministries are being run by cadres, and cadreism doesn't start from anywhere else. It begins from the main bedroom of State House. That's where cadreism is. Okay, because if your leadership here, you only produce your own. You only produce your character. That's how leadership is. Okay, the kind of leader, the kind of person that you are, produce. So this cadreism that has gone on in this nation, it proves to us as Zambians that the chief leader of these cadres, it is Isiyawa himself. Chief leader, and so the nation has produced cadres everywhere. Just recently, cadres office, permanent secretary, permanent, not not office order, no, not secretary, no, the permanent secretary. No, but if you not fire this lady, we are going to remove you. Cadre telling a PS. So this is what has happened to our nation. So there are these cadres in all these ministries, in all these sensitive places. And but we know your plans. Definitely, yesterday I was saying everything that you are planning to do, God is not sleeping. God will keep on exposing you until the last drop. He will keep on exposing you. We know what you are doing. Okay, you are trying to install some funny softwares. And listen to me. No matter what you are going to do, no matter what you are going to do to try and rig these elections. Okay, the first couple, tell me, when has it ever happened? You have some few days towards the national elections, and power goes out, blackout, and you expect us to believe that crap. You expect us to believe it was just a fault somewhere. There was just a fault. We know there were some things which were being done in districts. There are things which you were doing in all these places. But listen to me, your days are really numbered. Your days are really numbered. You will not stop the will of God. Now, remember, if people are complaining, just know that God will perform what people want, and that will be the will of God. That will be the will of God. That would be the will of God. So Zambians, let's not be deceived. These thieves, days, is it 4 or 3 days remaining? So these days, these few days that we are remaining with, let's go and show this PF government who's boss. Let's go and show them who's supposed to be where. Let's send some people back to Chawama. We brought wrong seeds in the authority of power. I mean in the corridors of power. We brought people who did not deserve it. And what they have done is to root this nation to the core, to finish everything. So my challenge, it goes to the Zambian people. The ball is still in our hands. Let's do the right thing on the 12th of this month. Let's make sure we protect our votes. You see anything suspicious, do a citizen arrest. Police and then if they do a citizen arrest. This is what we're talking about. They will try by all means, not kuma areas kuma communities, kuma constituencies, notice, look around, anything suspicious, don't condone it. Don't just watch. It's time to fight back. It's time to take back this nation. We have sold these nations to the devil. This nation to the devil. It's time to grab it and remove it back.
So breaking news, we just wanted to update you guys. So the accreditation process. So first, we saw the accreditation of groups, groups for local observers such as Nangoma Foundation, Upiro Foundation. So when that accreditation started, by Saba, ECZ made a restriction. Only organizations who have been in existence for more than 3 years should register. That's number one. Then number two, so process Yayamba, a lot of organizations were disqualified, including our organization. So then they realized that there were not many PF organizations who qualified to be registered. Then they changed their plan and they allowed everyone to register. Now, when they allowed everyone to register or accredit organizations, we saw a lot of observers now, small organizations, PF organization registering. So PF, they have set this like Erama observers polling stations, like maybe 80%, they are all PF observers. One of observers was in a line, Civic Center, they were registering an organization. So they are using people from impoverished neighboring countries to rig this election. These people, they have registered as voters. These people, they have registered organizations to be observers. And today, there was a registration of accreditation of organizations such as myself to be present at the National Results Center. And guess what? ECZ restricted, this is just breaking news. So ECZ restricted the organizations that are going to be present, Kuriaku National Results Center, to only 30 organizations. And guess what? Those 30 organizations, of the people allowed to be inside Mumulungushi Mulia, they are all PF cadres. This is breaking news. I've just received intel to announce this to everyone. So Kuriaku National Results Center, the organizations, the local organizations that have been given permission to be inside, mukupenda vote over ECZ announce PF cadre, PF organizations. So you tell me, I always say that if we tukaba polling station, tukaswe mango, nomba tukabapere mango ba ECZ, atsendeni ku National Results Center mupende, natu mfama polling officers, presiding officers, they are PF cadres. Kuyakumulungushi, the local officers who have been accredited to observe the counting in the actual national center, they are all PF organizations. So if I to the approval, results by ECZ, so that uyuchulu na shindano wakapele mpando kuli ECZ now kuli ECO na futi Guys, this is the breaking news. And that's why we are saying we are here to update you 24/7. You know, we'll be here every day at 21 hours. We are only 2 days. Today, when I posted a note to Alisa 21 hours, and people were like, how are we Isalelo? Because today I'm Kutamba Sia1. Sia1, he has information. We all have information. We have to gather our information from all sources and consolidate. We can't be blindsided by Sia1. Sia1 is a big resource of information. What am I saying is that you must gather your sources from everywhere. We cannot look to one source of information. We cannot. And like right now, I'm a media houses, you say, Namumona President BC and the Chitika. Olo Diamond TV, Olo Katwish. So be ready, guys. Let's be ready to just unomuku. Fiandela ndokobati ba PF. Because they have set up a stage to rig this election. Even the National Center, breaking news. In the National Center, they have only accredited people who are affiliated to PF, who are cadres. Ama organizations, yama cadres, ever kwete access ya mu National Results Center. Ifama Ngoma and many other organizations who are in opposition or who are neutral or who are just like democratic and want a free, fair election. So now na ulave neveka ba PF mkupenda after if to send ama G20 and na results tuka ba peda tao ba PF mkwai send na results aya kakachiteni announce. You must be kidding. Andrew, you can come up.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Ala umo nkamuperuka kufia mfwalo. More expression from me is it. Kaperuka 2 minutes. Because this is too much. You know, this is very sad. How would you allow abantu abashashi befrifyonse pa kupenda? Eh? Like I said, I attended one conference for these tags by PF where they were allowing people to register for IDs. I went there and I was among the same. Now I was trying to investigate something, asking these ladies who were in charge. She doesn't know anything, but she was the in charge. So how possible is it, are they going to manage? Eh? But PF, you know, Valanda tu kwa linsoke, tuwakawafuire muntu. What does it mean? That's a very important proverb for everyone to understand. When you know that the situation at hand needs just peace, you just have to create peace, not threatening the nation. Because this time around, if you are going to allow to which prison is it going to accommodate all of us? Just today, the incidence of power cut, it was too big to Papata. Too big. Oh, Zambia, this person you are seeing talking, I had the chance to communicate almost to everyone in Zambia, all parts of Zambia. Even in Mashanti rural areas, I put through just to confirm if they had power, starting from Kazungula there to Solwezi, crossing over to Wapula, Mpulungu, Mansa. Why? Because we are serious about this nation. I would like full explanation, not what the ZESCO said. No, we just have some short thoughts. I know what you're trying to do. You are trying to test how it can work. It won't work. It won't work because as Zambians, we are ready. We are going to provide lamps. And I believe God can stop the sun from going into darkness. God is God of everyone. And then if you think power can come, God is not God to pray with. God is God for those people who are serious worshippers. You've been creating a holiday from day 1 to whatever, you including 18th, whatever, October. to tell you the truth, this time around, 18, because the coming president, he doesn't tolerate nonsense. Nonsense shouldn't be tolerated every time. The other things about the ballot paper, why are they not securing the ballot papers? That's a question. You've released soldiers. You've released the paramilitary. Why are they not escorting those ballot papers? Those are documents which are most important at the moment. But why are you not securing that? Who's behind that plan of allowing ballot paper to go without escorting? Can someone explain to us, not to me, but to us, because Zambia needs to know. Why are you also not responding to questions concerning the missing ballot papers and then the tempered tracks? Why are you not responding to such? Okay, if you can't respond, step down. Let those people who are willing to respond to such allegation respond to. I've been told about those equipments which came with ballot papers from Dubai. Some are lost. I heard you, Zambians. Can you investigate more so that you ask the ECZ, because the information reaching us, it states that number of markers, freeze network. Please, ichi chalo chimo, we don't have another country. Hello, umunguru taturefwaya because some names yalongfika kwati munguru balungu umungulu taturefwaya. Ama election kwa shafi madeza nono and then umunguru wile ule kulila coffee. It's not good whereby today breaking news, tomorrow breaking news. Ichalo chile tuseka. Chidi kwa tuwakwati nakadi mo vana bashakwata ye emi chaba kwati chalo fecha
mungulu.
Yes.
Like we had 5 years to plan for this election. 5 years. ECZ is heavily funded by GRZ and other international organizations. They have paramilitary, they have soldier instead of protecting ballot boxes. Since when? Following stupid orders. We are here to say Mwandini, we pekanye. You can continue. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
That incident in Ndola, but soldier, please, to Mpapata. Baninenwe, Bashinwe, they are Zambians. Your young brothers, your brothers, sisters, they are Zambians. Finshi Mupepele this time around. Oh, I know, Zambian military is all about protecting their people. Like Madam Mutale has said, Tapale mpia muleta munochalo imubakorwe imwe. My soldiers won't say. You don't bring any income in this country. It's only you who gets the same taxpayers' money. Your people you are beating, they are the people who put that taxpayers' money and then you're ending up beating someone. Moreover, that person you bet, anytime soon, mark my words, you'll be saluting to that person. I'm not a prophet. You'll be saluting to that person. Now, how is it going to feel? A person has just waken up to believe to say, if I stand and defend constitution, it will mean better for my people. And then here you are beating. Do you even know what it means? I know where you go for training, so about beating, slapping, but people who are educated, they don't learn about that. They learn about here on how to strategize. Like Mr. Haka Inde, he never learned about Kung Fu Karate, slapping someone, jailing someone. He learned that he has to fix which is broken. He has already said, someone is saying, I'll jail you. Someone is saying, I'll fix. So who's better? As Zambian people, learn from that. Although that Mr. Lungu goes to the copper belt, how big is copper belt? And then you go on a podium to announce about arresting someone. For what? Your orders one day will turn against you, sir. And then when they turn against you,
my son, if you went on a podium, copper belt, instead of speaking about a manifesto, he went to speak a threat of arresting an opponent. This is what I'm saying. They are going to arrest all of us. nga ifwe manifesto yabo kutuma oppress the people kaka abantu nefintu fyonse fibi. I see Rebecca, your hand is up. You can come in, and then Mr. Mwanza, and then we can sign off.
Abo balungu bali embarrassed yesterday. People were asking him, there's an audio, I'm going to send it for you, where people were asking him, is still the president for this country. Why should he say, when you vote for me, part 12, I will arrest HH? Why can't he arrest him now? Ile share privatization to anakanalio. Na tuna kanalio balungu mwanjini. How many times are you going to talk about this privatization issue? Because even you are also involved in Marisha cold storage. LHH, you tell government. He has never worked in any government institution. Ale womba umwine uko company akoko mamuchtre engage. Baba MMJ amuchtre engage. Lokwa chaya abachitire kona nkane value ama properties. Was the money paid to HH or Mlanda Yonsachariba? In Pia Abadipide, by pay by government, by MMD government. We are eat this now. Kuna usha kwatefi akuchita nenso nitawakwa tabako telemofi mukula shunguluka kufiala bana 1 from different type of men. She doesn't have any manners at all. At her age, should go around talking about somebody's husband. HH is a married man. You know, if these are just politics, you don't start, character assassination. You know, we should have learned respect. HH ukokwino kwa mwa chali. Ayi wa finshi. Nishta bamuka kile mwa MMD. But MMD, when did the MMD leave power? They lost power in 2011. All along with it, you say MMD was in power for 17 years. Nishta bamuka kile HH balanda chinika bolala. Bafumapo kwa isa ba PF mu 2011 basata bawina. When Sata won these elections, why didn't they arrest HH? HH had a case to answer. This is very annoying. Instead of you people telling us what you are going to do for us, you are failing to tell us, ni HH this, HH that, HH this. We have made up our minds. Sorry, the Zambians have already made up their minds. We are going to vote for HH. Whether he sells this country or slave traders, we are going to vote for him. Balung, your time is up. You had your time from 2016 to 2021. You would have done better. But instead of you, you just made this country to be so poor. So you, HH Mulelanda, we are just making him to be popular. We are going to vote for him. Because you know, you breached the constitution. You were not even supposed to stand. You know? Then you know that is an offense you committed, and then now you start threatening people. We are not going to vote for you, sir. Well, whatever you do, all the rigging schemes you are doing, they are not going to go through. You are going, whether you like it or not, just start back your bags and go back wherever you came from. All the properties, especially I know all the properties you've bought with your daughter. We are going to repossess them. Those will be government clinics, government offices, government whatever. Tukapoka ni taxpayers' money. They all send there. So HH is Zambian is not a foreigner. Some of you've got questionable, HH is an indigenous Zambian. You know, they don't make somebody as if he's not a Zambian. He's a Zambian. This is the most person who muchushishe. Uli apaima bamutuka. Uli apaima amutuka. Kashinga nishinga bamipele nda ama abena balelande fintifi. Imabambito alumfa ama rumors. You come from Malawi, but we don't talk. We just watch. Your time will come. We will know wherever you came from. Fikesa ululika. Uyu HH mumule keko. Tuapapata. You leave our candidates. This is our president, Mulekeniko. You know, we feel very bad. You could attack Muntu, walk Ukufmaka Chelo, Riashifi. Riashifi, Yamuntu Mawina, Omlequata no, Nenson in Oluse. Every day, could I victimize Umunen, Ayo Kumam Konka. Oh, it won't work. This time, HH is going to be by Friday next week. is going to go to State House. Whether you like it, you are not God for you to say not to win. Are you the one who is going to be voting? You got only one vote. PF support. Votes young. You know, this time it's not UPND versus PF. It's the Zambian people versing PF. This time, they not even UPND.
Okay, thank you, Madam Labeka. That's a very important thing. When you look at Bemba, our Bemba land at Insoni Ubuntu. Now, with them, Tabakwata Kansoni. Badi Bafurunganya. Katushua Babe Party Balapita. So that's why they are ever there getting people that Alewela. This time goes to Mr. Simon. Sir, you can come through.
Thank you very much. I just want to raise two very much important points. The first one, I want to appeal to international organizations, just like we are calling for organizations within Zambia to speak over what happened to Madam Mtale Nalumango. Now we are calling upon international organizations. Zambia is the member of so many organizations which are against these things which have been happening in Zambia. Okay, we are members of SADC, we are members of COMESA, we are members of AU, IOU, all these things, we are members of them. Okay, isn't the world watching enough? Because if you go to I urge Zambians actually, mule tamba kuna international news, mule kare fifi then bisifia mungudu fiwa mikwatira Mzambi. Watch other news, yeah, like Al Jazeera, CNN, BBC. You will see the reports, the kind of reports that are said on Zambia. It will be so much of an embarrassment to you. You wish not to be a Zambian actually. Ngamamfako fema reporting ya So number, we are calling upon these organizations, actually challenging them to say it is time that they acted now. Okay, but Amnesty International, they released a report saying Zambia has been destroying human rights. Okay, fundamental human rights have not been respected in Zambia. What action was taken? Let me speak in English so they can understand me. Will they just be giving these reports without making any follow-ups or any kind of punishments? Okay, reporting alone is not enough. We know what is happening as a nation, but it seems our police have failed us. It seems our soldiers have failed us. It seems people that we entrusted with power and thinking they will support and help us, they have failed us. So we are now calling upon international organizations to help us in. The issue of these elections, we know for a fact from the very beginning, like we are saying here, the PF government, the ECZ, they had 5 years to prepare for these elections. We shouldn't have been seeing all these elapses that we are seeing now. But it's because they intentionally had the mindset, okay? Intentionally, they had the mindset of making sure that the PF are winning these elections because of the same cadreism that I'm talking about. They have cadres in these offices. So whatever they have done is in the favor of the PF. Tell me, Zambians, my elections, I remember very well, every time you will see people from ECZ, they will be there telling Zambians even how to participate. They will lecture you. They do facilitations in compounds. But you will not see that. Okay? And to make matters worse, we now have new registered voters. They are saying the register that is there now, it contains a lot of new people who have never voted before. So if anything, there's supposed to be a lot of sensitization from the part of the ECZ, educating voters on how to vote. Okay, so from those things, you can really see that these elections were just aimed at rigging. There was a statement that President Lungu made where he said election observers from the international community can come and observe, but they should not interfere in our elections. That was a very clear statement from a leader. Very, very clear statement. You cannot say they will not interfere. Then why are they coming to observe? Okay, so already international observers have been threatened. They've been told what to do. They should monitor these elections with the restrictions. Come on, okay? He has already threatened them. That's why we are seeing that on most of these issues that are going on, they're not talking about them. Because as we go towards the elections, some of these things we should not be talking about them even, okay? The PF, it is clear that are rigging this election. So my challenge is to international organizations now. Our police, they have failed us. Our men and women in uniform, they have failed us. We are now calling upon international organizations. Can you please intervene to make sure that these elections are going to be
Sorry,
free
my
and fair.
brother, Kukikata Pakanwa.
Sure.
These police officers that you are talking about, yesterday they were ranked on 112 out of 127. Look
You
at
see,
their
you see.
poor performance now.
You
Check,
see, you see.
it is with Movie TV.
You see. So there are all those reports. All of a sudden, our police have been ranked party Kashinga in 12% here, and we think this is normal. So Mwena Zambia, please book in.
Not 12%, 112 out of 127 countries in world.
Mamona. That's a shame. That's a shame. Our police have been known for professionalism. I've been in Tanzania, I've been in Uganda, I've been in Burundi, I've been in Rwanda. When people are talking about Zambian police, but I don't think when I move around these nations again, we hear those good reports that we had. Obviously not. So Kadarism has taken over everywhere. There are cadres everywhere in all these offices. It's Kadarism everywhere. PF, civil servants are not happy. And they knew that civil servants are not happy. That's why they went ahead. Dates swap and whatever was happening. Civil servants have a resolved mind, and their mind is to make sure you're kicked out of office. Kadarism yachilamo, and it's now in our police service. So thank you very much. I wanted to share on those.
Thank you, Mr. Simon. May I have Mr. Juva on the panel right now?
Thank you very much. In fact, I was just trying to add what he was saying, that the police officers, due to their incompetence through their IG, Kakoma Kanganja, they are now ranked on 112 out of 127 countries. So you can see now how we have been advising them that be professional. Now they couldn't get our advice. Now that's what they have been ranked now. Then issue of ECL, which is Edgar Lungu, coming to Copper Belt. This man, yesterday, he had no plan to come to Copper Belt. He just heard that HH will be coming from Mongu to fly to Copper Belt. And he had no plan to come to Copper Belt. And he just came just because he wanted that man not to come to Copper Belt. Now, not already because I should Copper Belt to threaten HH so that people can have confidence in him. They are no longer buying that statements that he was threatening, because people they have already decided that Copper Belt is going to HH. So what I can just appeal to HH, let him come with these 2 days. Let him come and finish PF here, so that we can get 100%. Whatever Thomas wish cover the Aisa Wapirikisha number, Aisa pari 100%. Because the effort to for a Copper Belt. Then the issue of ACZ will be just be on you, because
to cut you short. Mr. Simon, Madam Labeka, Mr. Simon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I've posted something which is from ZAF right now. I want you to take maybe even a minute, try to analyze what I've posted. It's just coming in from Lundazi right now. Someone has just sent. What I'm trying to say, it is something which is sensitive. The soldiers, they've been ordered to disturb the UPND, the UPND observers. So can you try to follow it as Mr. Juva continues to talk? Thank you.
Okay. So ECZ, they have taken this for granted. ECZ, they don't have any plan how to run this election, because they are just about PF to win. I don't know what is happening, because this is not credible election. I think even the observers need to know that when they are giving statements after elections, they need to know that these were not fair elections. So I don't expect observers from EU and other organizations to give a statement that these were free and fair elections. Whilst the opposition leader HH was being blocked here and there, and they can even see for themselves. So on this case, I'm challenging them not to give a statement which will not even be what was in the ground. We need to see the observer to say that these elections were not free and fair because of such issues. For example, blocking of HH not to campaign freely, and even fairing to provide security to our ballot papers so that we can see that these elections is free and fair. So this is what I wanted to say.
Mr. Juba, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, continue, sir.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. May I have Mr. Wesley right now? Thank you. Mr. Wesley. He seems to be not there. Okay, the information reaching us right now, it is very tense. Some ballot papers which are missing has been marked by the same soldiers which we see on the street. I think some weeks ago, I updated the nation concerning the way Mr. Lungu has planned it. He has planned so that he can be helped to transfer these ballot papers in some areas using soldiers. What am I trying to say? Soldiers, they can't be followed when they are transferring this one, or transporting rather. That's why he wanted to use soldiers. So on this audio, which is here, it's only that I would have shared it here because it's something which is important, but it's not that clear. But I'm yet to confirm more because when you are recording in presence of soldiers, you have to be sharp. Yes. So this moment of time, I want to continue encouraging you Zambians. They won't have any chance of leading because we are alert. All Zambia, we are alert. And then this issue of employing those or deploying more people for observers, we know. That's why when you look at many of us who were at Civic Center, we discovered that there was no PF there who were doing my registration of IDs. Why? They used my organizations. So those organizations, we are on the ground trying to break them. Because whatever they are praying, it won't work out. Maybe in their dreams. For now, let me have Madam Labeka. Madam, you can come in.
Yes. Now this the information you've received from is it Lundazi over
Yes,
the ballot papers? You are
Yes.
saying the soldiers are the ones who are now dispatching these ballot papers.
Yes, concerning the audio, the way it states that they are I don't know if it's the commander, I don't know who's the general there, is ordering the men to follow instruction. If you follow the same audio, it concerns where Mwansabombwe, I don't know where Mwansabombwe is. It's telling them that as you go. Yes.
Mwansabombwe in Luapula province.
In Kabili, they are organizing themselves in Eastern, but they are supposed to be depart in different areas. So he's saying that others will go to Mwansabombwe, others will go to the other areas because this information is coming direct from Mr. Skyle. I've got people who are working on the ground to give double information. So this information, why I've said that you have to listen to it so that you will also share with what you understand. That's why I've said so that you should listen to it and share. Thank you, Madam. You can continue.
Yeah, you know what we are supposed to do as Nangoma Foundation and Upilo, we need to, you know, these areas which are being, you know, talked about, we need to have a lot of observers there to observe. Because, you know, let's not make the mistake we made in 2016. Some of the polling stations, we had no polling agents there, we had no observers. You could find a polling station, there are only PF members, whereby they have all the chance to rig these elections. So this time, those areas which are being mentioned, especially Luapula, Northern Province, Muchinga, we need to have a lot of observers, you know, a lot of UPN members to be on this polling station so that we see those people want to rig. Because if we are going to just, you know, leave these elections like this, these people, they are going to come with these prepaid, you know, ballot papers. Because if they have the pre-marked ballot papers, if you mark them, I don't think they can even have time to put them there. Because if we are counting, I was once a polling agent in 2011, 2015, 2016. So I know very well how these things happen, because you know, when you this time we are not going to allow them to come without that Jenny 20, the one they've changed now, the Jenny 20. We need to have that Jenny 20. Make sure we see those ballot papers if they've been stamped behind the way they've said it. And you know, when you finish counting, let's not count only for UPND. Let's count how many votes PF is going to get. We count how many UPND has gotten. DP has gotten how much. We compare, so that even if they take the thing, you remain with that. The Gen 12 goes. You also write separate on the in the notebook. You have the number there for that polling station. We total all the like here in Kanyama. We will know all the numbers. So if they have those pre-marked ballot papers, where are they going to put them? Because if we have recorded, and then where are they going to put those pre-marked ballot papers? The only thing, let's be alert. You know, tukabefe alert. Tukumona sure takuli ule sanama prepaid dango. Social. Others should be there checking and see. This we are dealing with criminals. These are mafias. The PF mafias. So Kubana will careful. Because already, you know, we should also be at the totaling center that says no. So now what are we going to do? You know, the ball is in our court. If we have polling stations and we will know who has won. At the totaling center, we will know the votes we've gotten. So we will know. So it will be very hard for them now. Let them be running like headless chicken. They are not winning these elections. Unless otherwise, it will not be possible for them to win these elections. Let's just be alert, you know. And we should have our own security there, because if they will come with nama torches, yes. Who have our only, you know, power banks nama torch, so that will confusion. As long as we know the number of votes, nobody will ever put anything there, because we'll dispute, you know. Totaling center, I mean, let's fight. We should have a representative. How can PF what type of election is this? Yeah? Why are they so scared of the other opponents? Let's also be there so that we know. Because announce numbers are shirip. It's not going to work like that. So that's that.
Okay, thank you, Madam Labeka. Another information which has reached there. You know, I'm a very serious person in terms of investigation. I investigate much. Another information reaching us, states that I've shared also, it states that these people, there will be any single person from ECZ who will be helping to vote, all be PF cadres. So what they will do, they know number of people who are UPND, so they won't be stamping behind the ballot paper for those who are in UPND. So mark my words, all those who are viewers who are watching, if you are known by anyone in your area, being known that you are UPND, they won't be stamping on your ballot paper. So what you do is make sure they stamp. And then the other thing is this, they will try by all means in the end of maybe 17 hours to bring up violence, so that those people will be coming with the different ballot paper. They sneak in before you start counting. So make sure, like I always say, after voting, try to remain calm, be outside and wait whatever happens. Because this time around, we are not giving them any chance. We are not going to give them any chance. We are not here for play. I can't be awake every day just to make sure that I receive all information concerning the rigging. That makes me to be aware now to say, whatever happens, and I thank God, by God I worship, we are pulling through. So at this moment of time, I would allow Mr. Simon to go through. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So I just want to agree with what Madam Rebecca is saying. The secret here is in our hands. Okay, we know that these people will not give up easily. We know their plans, we know their intentions. So the only thing that we need to do is for us to be alert. And this is what we are saying to the citizens of Zambia. Us alone saying that we'll monitor these elections, it will not be enough. Okay, that's why our appeal still goes to the Zambian people, the voters themselves. They know what they want. Okay, they are the ones who knows very well what is on the ground, what has gone wrong, things that have not worked for them. Okay, so we promise to do our level best as observers and monitors. But at the end of the day, Zambians, it is up to you. Okay, defend what is right. Okay, stand. Like we've been saying, on the day of voting, do not just be, don't just go and the way the normal thing that we've been doing. You just go cast your vote and go. This time around, when you vote, you stick around to ensure that everything goes as smooth. Be educated, learn the procedures and the process that takes up to the totaling center, up to the time that they mention results. This time around, we have phones. Okay, it's very easy to get information from the neighbor, get other information. You compare with what they're announcing. Okay, this is how we are going to observe this election. So the ball is in the hands of Zambians. Okay, we promise as a foundation, we promise as observers to do our level best, but our appeal goes to the nation of Zambia. And just a reminder to these thugs, these people who keep on day and night, they do not sleep. Okay, we know that they are not sleeping, and what they are doing is just to find ways and means of what they're going to do to rig the elections. It will not happen. It will not work. Number one, God is watching. Okay, God is seeing everything. God is seeing everything. You cannot mock God. It's not possible. So we'll do our level best. All these plans which they're having, God will expose them, and we'll keep on catching them. Just like information is coming, we will know everything else that they're planning. And on that day, like I say, will stand. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Simon. Thank you, sir. I don't know, Mr. Juva, are you there now?
Hello.
Yes, you can go ahead, sir.
Yes, I would like just to appreciate KBF, our Alliance president, for going to Kasama and have a radio program, which he was trying to assure the Northerners to say that this man who usually comes here with diarrhea mouth to say that these people, they will make sure that they divide this country. Don't take him serious because he's mad. So Mr. Kambwili, I think, has been rebuked and he has been challenged to say that this guy has got all the cases from the court. So he's just hiding the PF so that those cases can be cannot be against him. And also he's there just because of his potberry, not for the Zambian people. So whatever he usually takes to Northern Province is just because of who is fearing Edgar Lungu, that maybe you may not forgive him. So he's just trying to praise Edgar Lungu through those hate speech in form of tribalism. On that case, I need to appreciate to KBF, our president, for Alliance. Then issue of ECZ, they have not done well in terms of synthesizing, just because what they want is to make sure that PF goes through, because they haven't synthesized to the people that what they are supposed to do when they are there is so. So in this case, people are going there blank, and some people, mind you, it's for the first time to vote, and it's very difficult to know how to vote. You'll find that they'll mark twice. They'll maybe cancel they'll put an X maybe at Edgar Lungu that I'm voting for HH. Then they will tick on HH, which means they will vote for Edgar Lungu. You see? So that's the issue which is there. They were supposed to make sure that they put billboards, how to vote. They go on radio programs. They go on what? On ZNBC. What is the ZNBC for? It's just to cover PF. The news starts with the Edgar Lungu and ends with sports. This is not how we have known ZNBC before, because ZNBC is a public media which is supposed to carry those duties from ECZ and make sure people are aware how to vote. And this thing, they will make a lot of rejections in terms of voters, because ballots, they will be rejected just because of those simple mistakes that they will be making. And then on this case, ECZ, they haven't done a lot, and I'm really on them. I think they need to be held accountable after this election. More especially is Esau Churu and Shindano. These people, they need to be accountable. This is what I wanted to say.
Thank you, Mr. Jova. You know, these leaguing schemes which has been there, we hear this, that's the truth. Leaguing has started already. So it will be up to us, like Mr. Simon and my Madam Rebecca has already articulated. You know, it's not about us who are here on the platform, but you people who are viewing us. Make sure you take your ground, stand your ground, protect your vote, because you can't just vote and then losing your vote to where? At least you feel proud when you vote to say, I voted for this person and I'm benefiting from my vote. So as viewers, please take note of my points. Everyone is an observer. Let us observe, all of us, together the happenings. If you've heard anything, or seen anything, please, you can still comment or send direct message on Queen Pumi's page. We are able to listen, to reach and share link from here, because many topics which are made here coming from you people. So I encourage you to continue doing the same. So at this moment of time, I would love, I would like Mr. John Michael to come through. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, we are getting you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I wanted to be live as video, but I'm trying to struggle with my voice. Yeah, so it's very good. I can hear what all of you are doing a very recommendable job, and
yes, sir. Hello, sir. Seems like we are losing you, sir. Hello. Okay, we'll get back to you, Mr. John. Thank you. May I have Mr. Simon? Honorable Simon, sir.
Okay, maybe Mr. John is back. I'll come in.
Okay, thank you. Mr. John, you can go ahead.
Are you back, Mr. John?
It seems like, Mr. John, the best way you can do is to cut the video and then you allow just the audio. It can help you with that. Mr. John, are you there, sir? I think we are losing him. You can continue, Mr. Simon.
Yes. So, like we are saying here, the only secret that we have here is for all of us to be on the ground and alert. Don't just leave it for any political parties, Zambians. Don't just leave it for okay.
May I have the mic,
That's for Mr. John. I think his mic is not on mute.
Mr. John, you can mute your mic, please. Thank you. You can go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. So the only secret here is to make sure that Zambian people know what they want. This is not a fight for anyone. It's not a fight for a church. It's not a fight for any political party. It's not a fight, like Rebecca correctly put it. This is a fight against the PF. All of us as Zambians against these ruthless people that have tampered with everything that we know. Okay, and where we stand, we need to get back this nation. A lot of things have gone wrong. So many things are bad. Okay, things are destroyed. Everything is destroyed. So it's time to get back this nation. And how are we going to do that? It is only through the ballot paper. Okay, it is only through the ballot box. It is only through casting that vote. Okay, to a person that we know that is going to bring this change that is going to take this nation to a higher height. Okay, so as it is, a lot of attempts have been made, a lot of ways of how elections are going to be rigged. The power cut that we experienced today nationwide was just not normal. We know there were some things which are going on behind the back. Okay, so anywhere you are, monitor what is going on from your area, from your constituency, from your district. Monitor what is going on, and if anything is wrong, please get in touch with us. Get in touch with us, update us, tell us what is going on, so that we can keep on exposing whatever plans that these groups may be having. So this is just the aging that I have. Me, my concern is for the Zambian people. You are the ones whose finances have been robbed. You are the ones whose destiny, your children's destinies have been robbed. So this is the time to win back and bring back what these devils have stolen from us. Thank you very much. Your mic is off, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for a directive. I really appreciate you, Mr. Simon, because having a crash in a platform is not easy. How many pastors are they sleeping, not even wondering how their flocks will manage tomorrow? All they know is about receiving envelopes. But for you, you stand the ground by believing on in one thing, and then that thing's a better Zambia. Thank you, sir. At this moment, I would love to have Madam Labeka to come through. Thank you. Madam Labeka, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, these elections this year, this is people power. You know, we have the power in our hands. The way we gave power to PF, this is the way we are going to remove that power we gave them this year. Because, you know, it's not about HH, you know, it's not about maybe us who are in the Ngoma Foundation. It's about the people of Zambia. The people of Zambia are the ones who are facing the PF. UPND is not in a battle with PF, no. It's the Zambian people who are facing PF because of they've stolen our resources. They've
Madam
made
Labeka,
us. Yes.
Madam Labeka, I think I had this information which has just come. You know, today, I've received a number of information. It has just come. I think it has. I think you can just see. It has some minutes ago. Put up the polling stations in Malawi border so that they allow those in Malawi to vote. So can you also tackle to that, because this is important now? They've put up the polling stations near Malawi border.
Near Malawi border.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
those are the Malawans, those who
Yes, so
were given the voters card.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you people in Malawi, this is Zambia. You had your own elections. I don't know when was that, last year, when the Malawans people were voting. We never participated in their elections. We left them to do their own things there. But now, if these Malawans, you are listening, if you want war with us, come and vote at that polling station. We are going to make sure that we are going to deal with you. Leave us. As we are Zambians, we are going to have our elections on Thursday. We never participated in your elections in Malawi. Can you leave us? We deal with our own, our own problems which we are having here. Don't come and start coming to Zambia and vote. And that polling station, we need to we need to send people there and see how they are going to vote. We have how many constituencies? Is it 156 constituencies we have in Zambia? So that polling station is coming. It's coming. Which polling station is that? What name is that polling station? They haven't sent you the name for that polling station which they've sent.
You're going to do that in the morning because it's on the ground right now. Thank you.
Yeah, so that polling station, we need to get hold of it. They are not going to vote there because we are aware of those Malawans who are given voters cards and NRCs. They deprived our own people here. Most of our people, they never got the NRCs and the voters cards. They were dilly-dallying, bringing old machines, machines which were not working just because they knew that, people were going to register in massive. we are supposed to have about 9,000 voters, but they decided to register about 7,000, and then the 7,000 again we hear they've cut. It's just remaining about 6,500. The 500,000 votes have been swallowed by ECZ, so that the provinces which have been targeted is Southern Province, where they know Southern Province, Northwestern, and Western Province, where they know that we have our stronghold there. So those Malawans, they are just cheating themselves. Let them not even try, because we are going to crush them. They don't know what we are going through. Any Malawan who is going to stand, if they are listening now, if they know what is good for them, let them not make a mistake to come and vote. Let them stay away from our elections. This is the Zambian elections. It's not Malawan's elections. Because, if they want to come and disturb us, we are suffering here, and then when they want to come and disturb just to give a victory to somebody who was not even eligible, is standing there, standing illegally, we are going to crush them. So let them stay away if they are listening. We are not going to start, be given, kids groves because of people who are suffering. Let them, remain in Malawi and solve their own problems, and leave us with our problems here. Let us vote for a person who we know is going to bring this country to a standstill. We don't want problems here in Zambia, So these Malawans tomorrow just get note of that polling station, the one they've created at the border. Which border is that? The one which is at Muchinji. If it's Muchinji, we'll find ways of finding where we'll find people to go there, because we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So within this, we'll need to find out that polling station they've put there. It has to be removed. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Labeka, you've tackled the very serious matter concerning the voter registration. When you look at the Southern Province, they've reduced the number. Why? Because they know that Dudumwezi formula is not something to play with. That they are scared. That's why they came up with the number to reduce from 800,000 to 700,000. Why? They know that when it comes to vote, they don't leave an enemy behind. They vote in numbers. I urge you people in Lusaka, I urge you people in the Copper Belt, I urge you in people, all parts of Zambia. Let us go in numbers. Don't be intimidated on whatever will be happening on that day. Let us just go in numbers and vote. Because if we allow the lawlessness of this leadership to continue, we are going to Kariabana, which is bad. Let us go vote in numbers, and then make sure don't leave the polling station. Siawan has just updated people that when you vote, don't leave the polling station like we always do. He has said the same. Why? He knows that the only way they can leave is by us. When we leave the polling station, they will just remain themselves. And then that's the only chance they can have to leave. So I urge you, Zambians, let us remain calm. We continue protecting our votes, whether by blood or by what. For me, I'm worrying because I'm fighting for my future. I'm fighting for my children's future. I'm fighting for my grandchildren's future. I want my name one day to be written. I also want you people to stand your ground. Let your name be written, not only by physical mindsets, but by God. If you are fighting for the truth, when you look at in the book of First Samuel, Second Samuel, it talks much about how people fought the battles. Those battles were not just written on the Bible, but also written in heaven. So if you fight for what is better, for what is beautiful for your nation, your name shall be written and you'll be protected. So for now, I would still call Mr. John Michael. I don't know if you can still come in, sir. Hello, sir. Are you there? It seems like we're still losing him. Madam Labeka, if you still have anything to share, you can go ahead.
Yeah, me, the only thing I'm just appealing to Zambians, let's open our eyes. Let's wake up. It's high time. Just think of the way we've suffered In fact, we started suffering from 2011. You know, me, I don't support these people who say, no, the late Michael Chirifyasata did this. The late Michael Chirifyasata had lied to us to say we have more money in our pockets. In 2011, I can't lie, I voted for Chirifyasata. You know, after voting for him, we became president. We never benefited. What did we see? We started seeing cadres being empowered. You know, cadres started becoming very powerful people. You know, he died in 2014. They brought in by ECAO now. Baba later by ECAO abo. By ECAO by sana slogan yabo yabu humbleness. Ba later cadres bawo. Cadres became powerful. Ababantu ba PFA ba letera amapanga. We didn't have pangas. They brought pangas, these same people, when ECO. But at that time when he was in MMD, he went with the pangas to Chawamo, Komaula. So this thing of pangas, it's in the PF's blood, you know? So these people, they've taught us how to tighten at our belts. From 2015, until 2011, this country has changed. We've been suffering through and through. So my fellow Zambians, let's wake up. If we are going to make a silly mistake, PF ika win 12. Another 5 years with this PF, we are gone. This country is going to be gone. You know, we'll be living like people, I don't know which country I can relate. You know, we are going to be, I don't know, Kachinga, baka tushitisha no kutushitisha. They will sell, because PF wants to sell whatever they see in their eyes. The next thing, we'll just see people coming here to come and get us as slaves. They will sell baka tushitisha, baba, because, you know, money is never enough to these people who are in PF government. Opo bamona ponse kufayo kushisha, cho bamona chose kufayo kushisha. Nombanga bafile fia kushisha, bakashisha ifabene fwe bantu. Tukayako slave trading baka tushitisha whether baka tola mu Congo baka tola ku Uganda kuli Museveni.
Madam Rebecca, let me add on that. You know, it's not that baka tushitisha kale. Remember, there is a time which came in Mauritius, they were looking for some teachers to teach in English.
Yes,
that's selling. How do you send your own people? You fail to employ them, and then you send them somewhere. Who does that? That's selling again.
Yeah, that's selling. So yes, now, no, they implement. This time now, they are going to implement. Tukaisanga tuli Uganda kuli bene Museveni ukona katushinga nikwisa, they will just be saying kabienu. So my fellow Zambians, mawale umfapa program hapa. Please, let's wake up early as 02. Let's go to my polling station. We vote these people. Aba mkukulu tubafumiepo. Elonga mwa vote takuli kufuma kusendo twakulya. Mule lila pala pene oku making sure lula tresa mukula chitatoto aba votes. Elo mukala tukala ku civic center. You saw the way aba Malawi efo bachite balenda na ballot boxes pamitu. They were moving with their ballot boxes ko yachita protect. Elo nomba imwe mukachiti mwa vote mafuma pabashala baleiba. This time we are not going to allow that. This is the people's power. You know, there's no one who can challenge us, because ngatwaima muwingi na kuni bukabola tet baby ama vote side. Because ngamapanga for mistake, you have yourself to blame. Mukachula mweka, because in this time if you have a PF bakapange mistake at bawina, I will just leave this country Mandini. I will go and live in New Holland, my sister's place. I can never, you know, think of suffering the next 5 years, 2026, with this Edgar Lungu as president again. No ways, Manjin. No ways. I can never. So this is the last election. Whoever talk about PF, we need to flush these people out once and for all, and they will never come back. Prison because that's why they are so scared. They know they've got so many cases. Oh, bapanga babantu. Milandu sheka. So now they want to protect. They want to hide behind. If they give you money, just get and eat. day ya kuvota, vote is your secret, just vote against them. Tekulu kuweka shapo abantu abashali na eligible. Muntu tali eligible, he comes back, he bribes the whole judiciary. Who does that? Wasama judge bali bona ola balanda 50 balana kumuto wasenso shika pa mama high court judges mama lepingwa your constitution judge kula for taxpayers money is.
Let me add little on that, madam. When you look at the issue of, this is the period of elections, and then a person, I Moruchelo, Nokia Sonta, 9 judges for what? Eh?
Can you imagine? You're still manipulation just to try and black forgers, because so that you can protect SG Davis Miller, this Dow man. He was saying that if HH wins, we've already appointed ama lawyers. Abaka petition. What petitioning for what? Petitioning for what? So these people, let's not take them lightly. Let's be serious. Because ngatoba kula batumpika bakale ibafya amavoti yonse bale alewelera umupando iso alawelera. Is this his farm? This is not Edgar Lungu's farm. This is Zambia is for everyone. So let's not empower one person. What is he coming to do? Which he failed to do in the 7 years he has been in power. What is he coming to do? There's nothing he's coming to do. He wants to come and destroy us. No way. He has to go. He has destroyed this country, and this country to take years for it to come back the way it was. So these people, let them just pack their goods and go. We are fed up with them.
So yes, I have a map, guys, on the screen. I don't know if you can see the map. Can you see the map?
Yes.
Yes. So this map is a map of Zambia, and the biggest tribe in Zambia is Bemba, which is like 21%, and then followed by the Tonga, which is 18%. And then ku Eastern, Tuma tribes, two percentage no sana. You can see baka on the wafula pono kufula. Even the Lozis, I think after the Bemba, Tonga, the next biggest tribe is Lozi. So Ama Eastern tribes, they are the third biggest tribe. But according to the election register, tribes in most of the majority voters are registered in Eastern Province. So the mwinga mona today ama voter abafumine ku Mozambique na ku Malawi. Because ngakuko nkafye, the number of Amaku East is a small population, is smaller. The number of Eastern Province people is smaller than Tonga's. But in Tonga's, we have a small number of registered voters. Why? Because they manipulated the register. They deleted people. They put restrictions such as the time to go and register, NRC, it was voter suppression. The majority of the voters are supposed to come from the northern area, followed by southern, because these are the tribes. Zama tribes, therefore, you have a population. And we can't say Eastern Province has more voters than Copper Belt, because Copper Belt and Lusaka, people move there to go to work. So we can say it's okay for the country to have a high number of voters in the urban areas such as Copper Belt and Lusaka. But this voters register, we see high number of registered voters in Eastern Province where there's nothing. Is it rural Zambia over there? Actually, I expect the number of voters to have increased in Solwezi because of the new mines. A lot of people have moved to Solwezi for work and Mwinyilunga. So we are saying by ECZ, the voters register with those numbers, they are fake as hell. There is no way Eastern Province can have that population. Biggest tribe number 1 is Bemba, 21%. 2 is Tonga, 18%. 3 is the Lozi. Those are the 3 biggest tribes. So iya ECZ, the voters register yaba ECZ. Katushinga vale irembale ipanga muturo. And now I'm pulling this up because I have just received intel to say there are 2 servers. Imoiriku State House server, ero Imoiriku ECZ. Tulemye mati yo musebo mukatushinga mukabika babululu benu amavoti ababululu benu nabambuya benu n'abaana benu ero mukabika mu maseva ayo. Zambian vote is not going to a server. If tulekala pama polling station palya nga twapwisha kupenda presiding officer kata announce result whether he like it or not. Ulia presiding officer impiyesho alefola ni taxpayers money.
In fact, ma'am, sorry to cut you short. Siawan has just announced the same information we've been giving to the viewers that when you vote, don't leave the polling station. Why? He said that observe and make sure protect. The same words which you've been saying. That's the same information. Another thing which has just come in, that they have created some polling stations near border for Malawi to allow those.
Really? Yeah. That's why they have created a polling station to cater for those illegal voters because Eastern Province takwaba abantu namumona mapu iyo. Abantu bafumine kuiso bata register ku Eastern Province. The tribes in Eastern Province, they are small too. No, there's Chewa, Ngoni, there is a minor population. In Senga is a minor. Abembeba fulelo kutwalimona kuba bemba bonse. All the Lungus, Bembas, Tawa, Lundas, Aba Ushibonse, they are red. Abala Mbabonse ni red. Abali Mabaswa Kabala Labonse is red. They think Zambians are stupid. We will see. Tukamona pa 12 what Zambians we have to show a PF. We have to show PF. Wesley, you can come in.
Thank you so much. Am I readable? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, but you are slightly cutting. You can go ahead. Try to leave, try to log out and then come in so that you try to wait on your network. Hello. Thank you. Who else? Mr. Johnny can't come in. Madam Labeka, do you have anything to share? All right. Okay, like I was saying, you know, the issue of allowing the foreigners to vote, this should come to this country. We are going to crush you people, just to let you know that we are not here for funny. Protecting votes means protecting any vote, whether for mayor, MP, or councillor. We will protect. We are not here for funny, for jokes. So stay away from Zambian politics. We've never, not even a single day interrupted with your elections. You had elections. You never had Zambian getting voters card. For what? Because we believe that the challenges you are passing through that side, it's you who feels them. Same. The challenges we are passing through here, it's us Zambians who are feeling them. So, who gave you that audacity to have those voters cards? We are going to use the same voters card to fire, and then you throw it over you with the petrol. This time around, we are not playing jokes. Zambia is for Zambians. Let Zambians vote. Let them feel the pain by voting. Because what they are passing through, it's them who are experiencing, not you. So stay away from Zambian elections. Stay away from Zambian elections. Whatever you've been given, you can chew. We don't care. It's not us who has given you. But moreover, that is our taxpayers' money which you've just gotten. So stay away from elections. Stay away from elections. Thank you. Madam Labeka, go ahead.
Yeah, I just also want to emphasize tomorrow, Andrew, find out that where that polling station has been created, which border, whether it's Mchinji or what. So that
at this at Mwami, there is a Mwami something border in the Eastern Province.
yes, there is Mwami border, which is the border with
Yeah,
Malawi.
the same, because the person is from there.
Yeah, so those people, we need to warn them. In fact,
Sure, ma'am.
we are supposed to, we need to send someone who can go there and see that polling station. If it's already been created, we need to send people there who go and see if that polling station is going to be there. If that polling station is a newly created, it will not be there. We will not
Sure.
allow keep people there who are going to watch those Malawans, how they are going to be entering. This time, even in Lundaza, at the head, that there's a primary school. I've just forgotten the name where they were, giving voters card at that school. Somebody reported from there to say, no, they're giving voters card from these Malawans. They're coming in, getting my NRC and the voters card. So those people, they don't live in Zambia, they live in Malawi. So they were given so that they come and vote. This time, if they want war, let them come. Because us, we never interrupted with their voting when they were voting there in Malawi. We never even went there. They even chased the head Kaiser Zulu had gone to Malawi when they were voting. He was mentioned. They said, Kaiser Zulu, you've come here to disturb our elections. Please, you have to go. He was chased in Malawi if you didn't hear about it. He was chased. He was mentioned there on a group of people to say Kaiser Zulu from Zambia has come to Malawi, is sleeping in a certain hotel. They even mentioned the hotel where he was sleeping. He went there. I don't know how many they were. Kaiser Zulu was the one who they mentioned. They even told him to say, by tomorrow you should leave Malawi and go back to Zambia if you've come to rig elections for, is it Mutarika? So
yes.
Now they want to retaliate and come to Zambia to come and disturb us. We are going to kill them if they are playing. And we have no case to answer. Let them just stay in their lane. Let them stay in their lane there in Malawi. They should not even make a mistake to come to Zambia because they will get what they want. Zambian this time, we are annoyed. We don't want jokes around to joke with them. They should just stay in their lane. Whoever has given them money, let them chew. But they should not even make a mistake to cross the border from Malawi to come to Zambia. They will be dead. They should take this. They should take this. We will know what they are planning, and we'll make sure that we'll buy my containers of petrol. We'll set them ablaze. We are not joking this time. I think I rest my case.
Thank you. Zambians, like I said, what does it mean? You don't know what goes on inside that house. So same applies with the Zambians. Zambians, they are passing through a very big challenge situation such that your president failed to control internet, and then he went ahead to hear the same thing in the other country. Why? Because he's not ready to take the country. We don't want such lawlessness. So Malawans, Congolese, we've known your plans. Malawans, Congolese and Mozambicans, we beg you, stay away from Zambian elections. We are enough to vote for our own candidate. I know you've been instructed to vote for Lungu, but can you keep the money they've given you? Sure, it's fine. We don't care. We believe it's our taxpayers' money. They can't give us, but they've given you. Lucky you, but stay away from our elections. So at this moment of time, I would love Mr. Wesley to come through if at all you manage. Come through, sir. Mr. Wesley? We can't hear you, sir. You are too faint.
No connection.
Okay, you can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I think the thing I want to talk about, sir, about ZESCO.
Sure, sir.
Shit. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. Zesco, you are a Zambian citizen. Zesco, you have children in the Sibrim. Don't be used like a tissue paper, whereby everyone can use you as much as he or she wanted to use you. You know, I was thinking that after a countrywide shutdown of power, a Zesco spokesperson would come live or go to their station ZNBC, addressing the nation where the fault came in or what happened, and to apologize to the public. Say, no, sorry, people, we didn't rate you. It was just emergency. Unfortunately, I just saw on their page saying, no, we had 40 and some other things, that and that. We are not children, sir. Whereby you can tell a children, you can give a sweet, you know, this is a sweet. I came late to pick you now. I've come, and you give a sweet to a child, he or she can start smiling. That one, I say, no. I'm challenging you, Zesco. Address us in a good manner way so that we can be convinced with your plans. And if you noticed, just after power came, network, Airtel network, all the network went off Airtel. You know, it's a surprise, you know, it's a sad. The major companies here in Zambia, whereby those people, those companies that are helping people all over the country, they are now being used like a tissue to ongoing, you know, government, ongoing PF. Think twice, open up your mind. Are those money that you've been given day and night are not enough? You've been given money all over. You are building, you've got mansions. Try to negotiate with your own mind. Think of tomorrow. Your children. How am I going to live if today you die? Mwebaletapula kusosu kokwine muletapula. Ngalelonga mwafwa. Abana benu balaba muna shani malabe nibo mulina bena. It's very imbalancing. It's very imbalancing. It's hate. Seeing someone who is on top, you know, muleli laba nino amasuku pamutwe. Taturifi pubafwebena Zambia. We are seeing whatever you are doing. And the other thing I want to say is, you know, I'm just letting those PF who are listening and who will be listening tomorrow. Wherever you are, ngamaikala mlepanga meeting, planning of how you are going to lead this election. Muilaba tukulifi pupa, muilaba tukulama planga na malata, na masiring board. Ushetamule papa, whereby all the plan you've made, it's all over the media. You can't think of that. Don't think that wherever you are doing, whatever you are planning, you are together with the people you are. On that one, you are a liar. Have shame on you. Why can't you think that? Why is it that all the thing we are doing is always on public, on media? No wonder Mabon Fieshi really Kalamba, wherever he goes, he uses my tribal remarks. You know, don't use somebody who is big with a big, you know, stomach who doesn't have a manifesto to tell or to confess Zambian people. Wherever he goes, abantu baremu sekafi. Abantu bamobe ne barenda titeti mwekere imbwa yabwekera kumarushi, but today is eating his amarushi ayoyen. Those are people you are using to campaign for you. If you've forgotten that wherever you make at the State House, it's all over the media. Kwate ninsoni. Ngama kwate nsoni. Ero bonse mwala abwera mwala pange chintu chinga. Chintu chimo. Being a ruling party, you are in government. You are busy troubling the innocent Zambian who want to make a Zambia, you know, to be a better Zambia for tomorrow. So that your children, your grandsons and granddaughter, they can benefit from this. You are now worsening things. whereby you don't want your child and your grandsons and daughter to benefit from your own country. It was a Christian nation. Now it's no longer a Christian nation. Like someone, my colleague was saying, this country, killing one another, but because of your ruling. And in terms of election, like election for this year, the PF, Muribe Nsoni, and Muribe Manta, Muribe Chifundo. Why nakamba so? Mumangala na meeting. Veka makadazi mwangala. After 1 hour, they are all over. The problem is that you don't know why you end up media. Any solution because they want some you don't think like a normal human being whereby you can't sit down yourself and discuss why are we not finding the solution, why this thing is all over the social media. I can give an example. You made a program, the votes to Polokonso, and later on those votes were court parody. Mwenze wangati pe mwenzo panga program kuti ma votes yazaenda ku Polokonso. How many were you? Shame on you. You people don't think. I pity for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Wesley Amusonde. This is a very powerful information which you've just given us. Every day whenever they plan to do this, it's ever known by the public. This is an embarrassment. Balanda umukruta kusakevo. Like I said even the other day, that umukruta kusakevo means if you walandire, you had no vision. So which other vision is going to use to control the economy? Because the economy is pathetic, the economy is down. Many households, they are not eating 3 meals. People are suffering. Some rural area schools, they don't have desks for schools. Kids sit down, pamiala so. Now you can imagine that. But today, the ballot paper will reach such areas. Poor management, taxpayers' money, they are there. Enriching themselves, they are buying cars every day. You should be ashamed of yourselves because any parents plan for their children, not for themselves. It's an embarrassment seeing your children looking like, I don't know, like lost generation. You are dressed well, dressed. What's going on? As Zambians, let us realize the importance of putting right candidates. We made a mistake. Those people who voted for Mr. Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, you made a mistake. Not my points. Not this, which I'm trying to say. Take them into consideration. We made a mistake by putting Mr. Edgar Lungu that you drive us because he was looking humble. He had nothing. It is very important, guys. Put someone who has got something so that when he comes into power, you won't concentrate on enriching themselves. They will concentrate on putting the country first. Look at America. Look at UK. A person who's supposed to be appointed as a prime minister in United Kingdom, that person is supposed to have something in his account so that he concentrates on the affairs of the government. Now in Africa, it's all about poor people. No, he's humble. He's humble. Which humble? Humble with the long hands. Viewers, I urge you this time around, as we vote, let us vote with the graph in our hands. How much is Miu Miu? How many times did they gas us? How many times did they do ritual killers, fire tenders? Many more, uncountable. Let us focus on those so that we remind ourselves. They keep singing to say as if it's their own kingdom. This is not the kingdom, Lungu's kingdom. No, this Zambia belongs to everyone. And then for us who are the youth, we are the majority, brothers and sisters. Let us rise this time. Let us rise like fries on an identified saint. Let us go in numbers and vote. We've got power in our hands. And then the good news is that many people who are standing as candidates, they are youths. So we've got fresh minds. We can put real ideas in place so that the country can go forward. Not putting people, recycled politicians. It's all about buying farms to enrich themselves, to buy houses. We've got 40, now 86 houses in Zambia with no owner. Mr. Lungu and your group, those houses, we are going to make them as an orphanage. We are going to make them as an orphanage, mark my words, because we can't have houses without owners. And then ZRA, they are scared to tell us. The council, they are scared to tell us. The ZESCO, they are scared to tell us because the owner of that is a big fish. As Zambians, we are ready for anything. If you want to arrest us, come, arrest us. We are ready for that because Zambia belongs to all Zambians, not to an individual. Just Tasila Lungu came yesterday, but today is richer than the real Zambian. The other thing I want to urge you Zambians is this. You know, we shouldn't be taken for granted. Taken for granted should come to an end because Zambia belongs to all. Taken for granted means this. He is ever on the podium telling Zambians about HH, what he has done, this and that. He has never stood to tell Zambians on what plans they have for Zambians. The manifesto is all I know that's supposed to be sell out to the people you want to be voting for you, but they don't have anything to offer to you people. It's all about HH has done this. HH is the pain in their, oh God, I don't want to mention this, God forgive me. It's the pain in their brains. They can't think straight. They are scared. HH, he has no time to follow you. It's us who's going to follow you because each and everyone, we are going to sue you individually, starting from the ECZ because this mess we are passing through, it's you ECZ. We are going to make sure we cripple you from the ground and then you resign, we'll fire you without any benefits. So if you've got money they've offered you, keep that money. For the announcements, it still pains me from announcement which was announced in 2016, Mr. Esa Ochuru. Sir, you are the causer for this pain of Zambian people. Because those announcements you did, those announcements, I will still say, they are the same thing which caused this. Mr. Esa Ochuru, sir, I don't think you really love Zambian people. If you truly love Zambian people, you would have at least have that remorse, that mercy for Zambian people. It's not all family relatives you have who you support. You should consider those people you don't reach. You should also consider those neighbors. How do they survive? Nowadays, it's very difficult, like I said, every area, to eat 3 meals a day. Sir, do you ever feel for Zambians? Or do you ever love Zambians? These politicians you see who are sitting, they have nothing to offer on the table. When you ask them questions, that's what Mr. Israel is ever against debate because he can't say what he has in his mind. He doesn't have, he's blank. I'm not a president. I've never stood for any MP or councillor, but I'm better than some politicians because I think before I say something. It is not easy as a Zambian to stand on the podium. And it's not easy to have all that time you have to watch this because courage, you want to gain insight. You want to hear what is happening on the ground. Just today, power cuts, military, whatever paramilitary, bring them in the street forward. Are we having any hope? Zambia is a peaceful nation. That's why many foreigners comes to at least to have fresh mindsets here in Zambia. They visit Livingstone, they visit many places. But the way PF government they've put Zambia into, it will be a horror story, a horror movie. Zambia, it has become a Homer, I don't know, it's Summer House of Horror. This is Zambia now. Because many people, they'll be scared to come in Zambia because of this military. Every day they are telling for no reason. Zambia belongs to war. Let us remain calm as we vote. We vote in peace. I won't urge you to do any fight. Let us just vote in peace. But, mark my words, but if they mess up, that's when they'll see. As Nangoma Foundation, we are inviting everyone who's willing to observe elections, whether you have a voter's card or as in whether you have an ID for an observation, please come through. You can inbox Queen Pumi. We want more than billions so that we cater all Zambia. So far, we have got almost everywhere, but we need more because these elections between Zambian people, not between PF and UPND, no. It's between Zambian people and PF because what PF they've done, they've messed up the economy. At this moment of time, let me have Mr. Wesley again to come on. Mr. Wesley, you can come through. Mr. Wesley.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mike. Yeah.
You are cutting, sir.
Okay. In charge of the young political parties won't think well. What of now? Am I okay?
Yes, you are okay. Go ahead, sir. Yes, okay.
All right, thank you so much. I want to encourage my fellow Zambians, mostly, especially to youths, who is to have the sharp brain, who can run, who can defend. My fellow youths, this is not the time to rest. This is the time to move up and down for a better Zambia, for a better tomorrow. So that as we are growing up, we shouldn't suffer anymore. We've suffered a lot in this PF government. Let us work together. Let us make one Zambia, one nation. Because now the country is now divided into two parties. You can't move freely in your own country. Even if you've just put on a red t-shirt, it's not embroidered any part, you are under pressure. Why? Because the government is now, which the government is about to leave, it's too much corruption, it's too much, I can't explain. Sometimes when I think of the thing which has happened in a few years only, whereby a normal Zambian is still thinking of Ukubupuba. We shouldn't go back to Kubupuba, my fellow youths. This is the time to put your voter's card, your NRC. If you don't have a notice spot in your own house, put it in your pocket, in your jacket, whereby that jacket you wear it in a special occasion. On Thursday, it will be a special occasion for you. Put on that jacket if you can. Check your voter's card every day. Clean it every day. You make sure, especially to ladies, you check your nails. This is the high time. You have the power. You were beaten. This is the time now to beat them up through your voter's card and your NRC. Coming to issue of the high number of registered voters in Eastern Province, in this area, Mr. Shindano and Madam Patricia, you are the ECZ spokesperson. Prepare to make a speech how how your people registered the high number from Eastern Province. Moreover, Eastern Province is not the highest number in a country where the tribe you can say no, it's like Northern or it's like Central, it's like Southern. And you registered a lot of number from Eastern Province. I'm sure whosoever listening this time, you can forward to Madam Patricia to prepare a speech how she's going to address us on such a date. And Mr. Shindano, when you are going to be giving us, telling we Zambian people that, the reason why we registered the high number from Chipata is this and that. Prepare that one. Put it in diary. and we are ready for that. Ni hada na vena. You know, coming to issue of you teachers being used by this ongoing PF, waliwerera pokuchawa makwaji haki kuja kukaround about. Yes. You teachers, don't think tuliotuma loni mwale senda ku pay point, kuli ba Unify, kuli ba express credit, kuli ba Zanako. Atibari milipirira, you know, they paid for you just because you can help them rigging this election being used by some of people who has the low thinking capacity. You know, you are the people, these are the same people made you to go and get loans from there because of your wages. And you've been accepted being used like a toilet paper. No. We shouldn't be used like this. Think. You've been, you know, suffering for 5 years, 7 years, trying to pay back your loan which you got. And just because there is a week or a month before the election, somebody say, no, you will be, you know, to allow me to pay the loan. And that's so you've been bribed. You know, whereby you can't think where you are coming from and where you are going the next step. No. Think of some of the bursaries you pay back that money. And the same thing, you know, and you want them to go back in power. My dear, the time you'll be paying back that, you'll be crying, start crying, thinking, regretting all the thing you did, how you helped them. They are busy crying, begging our votes, rigging our votes, our voters just because they want to settle now. The moment these people, they are going back into power, Zambians, tatwakala kola, tatwakala nuamesh. Let us not allow this thing to go back into sour from fresh milk. Because in Gafea Bamuli sour fiarula. Awe. You've heard somebody the day before yesterday was saying, just if I win this election, definitely Andrew is going direct to jail. What for? Who does that? A normal human being can't say that. Even if you are desperate, you know, we don't say that. I know you are desperate. That's the reason why you are saying all these things. But if you are not desperate, I'm telling you, things would have been well. You know, my pleasure here kuvutani, but PF, please try to minimize some of the pressure. You know, some of the things, try to hold it from your own mouth. You keep it from your chest. Don't spit it out as if, you know, you are a spit cobra. No, this is unacceptable. Don't think that we are happy wherever you see us moving up and down.
Cobra. Oh,
huh? No, it's unacceptable to a normal human being. Whereby wherever you are, because you are desperately, too much pressure in your mind, akalikonseka isa kukanwa kapushira. Kwati mwana pawa
we are losing you, Mr. Wesley. I don't know how bad it is that side. Try to wave the phone in on top and to get back. Mr. Wesley. I think you've lost Mr. Wesley at the moment. Madam Pumi, you can come through.
Yes, thank you, guys. It's been a long night tonight. Thank you, Comrade Andrew, for holding down the fork. Thank you. We are here, guys. We are sacrificing. Takuli kulala. Akuna kulala. You know, we have to deliver Zambia through information, sharing of important information, and strategize how we can prevent these people from stealing our election. They know they have lost it. So we'll just play a song for a little bit, and then let's relax for a little bit, and then we'll play a song and we'll be back. We'll take a commercial break. Mr. Andrew, you can sign off for a break briefly. We'll be back, guys.
Mami, if you supposed to sign. Oh. If you're supposed to sign off, yeah, it's not showing. Just like this. Are you seeing, Mom? Just like this. All like this.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Good evening. Andrew, thank you for the tremendous job. Thank you for the tremendous job. We are here, guys. We'll be here tomorrow again. We'll probably start early tomorrow. We'll start early tomorrow for the live update so that we can share any breaking news. We'll try to come on maybe 20 hours so that we can share the breaking news and you can also update us on the latest information that is happening in your area. Otherwise, on Tuesday, again, we'll be trying to go on for longer. Wednesday, we'll try to go on longer again. But I think people can head out, since we have heard what is happening on the Malawi border and the Malawi and Mozambique border, we know that the population in those areas is small. The population is small in the eastern, but that's where we have the highest number of registered voters in the country's eastern. So we are saying that those voters, they are Malawians, they are Zambians. So we are appealing to people in central provinces and Lusaka province. After voting, go early to vote and let's go and protect the borders. We need to secure those borders. Even the people who are local in there, secure the borders. We have been told of the fake polling stations there. So we need to be aware. Let's be alert. And we are going to brainstorm with the party and the stakeholders to see how we can secure our border, protect our vote, especially on the eastern border. That's where the risk is, because the highest number of voters is registered in the east. But you can see, we showed the map, there are very few people in those areas. So there are fake voters in the east, fake polling stations. We will discuss more tomorrow, guys. You have our inbox. If there is any alert you want to advise us, send it to us so we can inform the nation. Thank you so much and good night. Thank you, Andrew, for everything. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.